What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. It's Monday, right? I usually do these on Wednesdays. Happy Monday, everybody. What's happening with everybody? Before I jump in to the chat here and get things going, let's get the music going. Music's working? Okay, OBS. Wait, is our other screen gonna work too? Let's see. Whoa! Why is OBS working? This never happened. This is the 41st stream. 41 streams so far, and this is the first time I think OBS has worked without me changing anything. That's that gives me energy, right? Like I was kind of falling asleep, but now I'm feeling good. Let's see. There's been a lot of chatter going on in the chat today, more than usual. First of all, Zach, I think you're the first one here. It looks like all the way at the top. Zach's been here way early. He's been waiting for this stream. What's up, Zach? Matthew, how you doing? We got Jeff, of course. The MVP Jeff's here. Spencer Knight, what's up? We got Mr. Walkman, and then we started all talking about Walkmans. It's kind of funny. Who else we got lurking in here? We got Busbird, finally made it. Martin O'Donnell, how you doing? Darren, what's up, man? Eric Galloway, how you doing? Let's see. Rodolfo. All right, I think I can look on my other screen now that I've caught up. Maybe. Now I'm scrolling the other direction. All right, here we go. Solo, what's up? We got Chad here selling all kinds of horse milk by the glass. You could have it iced. You could have it hot. I got it all covered this time. All right, coffee first before that. Tyjin, what's up? Jackson, Looney Tunes, Maryland. Yeah, tell me about it, man. First of all, I didn't know this weather was coming in at all. No one told me. I didn't get the memo. So, yeah. We got local hero, Jackson RC Aviation. Maker Viking, what's up? Just shared stream on my Discord server. Oh, cool, thank you, appreciate that. Maker Viking. Tiger Flyer, what's up? Yeah, Wednesday came early. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple multi-stream weeks, I think, maybe 2 weeks, if I can pull it without sleep. I just kind of want to get through some machines, get things moving, grooving, see what's up. Papa's here. The first entry in the giveaway. Nice. Let's see. What else we got? Who else we got? Jesper made it. What's up? Bob Carnes. A new stream with this. Kenneth Davis, what's happening? Welcome back. All right, everybody. This should be a cool one. Pardon my coughs here and there. Still getting over bronchitis. So yeah, Delta machines, FLSun. This is going to be my second Delta. I had the FLSun Super Racer, and I've missed it ever since I stopped having the Super Racer. So that's kind of a thing. I'm really excited. I've been wanting one since I got rid of it. It's always kind of been behind where the camera can't really see, which is where it's going to have to be, just the way that it fits in my studio. So that's kind of a bummer. Like I have two machines there right now, but there's going to be, instead of those two, there's going to be the V400 there. So the V400, I kind of missed the boat on it. Back when that machine was, I guess, in its prime, or people were really talking about it a lot, I was still in denial over Clipper. But now that pretty much all of my machines run Clipper, if they don't run Clipper, I put Clipper on them. I've built my own machines that run Clipper. Now that that's kind of a thing, I kind of want to go back to it and see what it was all about, see what FLSun did. I know FLSun has some new machines coming out at some point in the near future, so this seems like the perfect opportunity to check out what I missed. And what's funny is, spec-wise, it still seems like it's right there along the lines of most modern machines. And on top of that, it's a Delta. They're freaking cool. They're so cool to watch. They're cooler to watch the most. Now, the thing about that is, I've been working on this V0.1 that's kind of off screen here, that I've been printing with it a ton. I've literally just printed a full spool of ASA on it. I have my Voron printing here, and these are relatively small machines in comparison to what this thing's going to be. This is going to be just an absolute mess. I'm probably not even going to be able to fit it in some shots. So guys, if you guys want me to turn it to some degree or whatever it might be, let me know in the chat so that I can actually move it and provide. Looks like my chat wasn't moving. Well, let me catch back up. Yeah, I didn't have it updating on my end. Building toolheads repetitively sucks. So for those that don't know, Jeff, he's posting in our Discord as well. He's building a multi-toolhead Voron. It's a 2.4, right? It's not a Trident, right? Yeah, 2.4, I think. With what, 5 heads you're doing? So that's going to be super cool. I'm excited for it. Excited to see it. A bunch of other machines. He just built a Micron, which I'm doing now. So I'm excited. Never fear, Zumi's here. Welcome, welcome. Are you going to box up the X Plus 3 and ship it to me? One of my X Plus 3s is going to a buddy of mine. I'm going to replace that machine with something else. Not that it needs to be replaced at all. I'm just going to kind of just move them along. I might at some point, Chad. I do really like this machine. It's one of my favorites. So it's going to take something pretty darn good and heated probably to be able to replace it. But you know, I'm open to replacing any of them, except for my Vorons. They're not going anywhere. Cookies and horse milk. 6 heads. Correction. That's even better. Is that the box? Looks like assembled. Yes, it's going to be assembled. So it's this tall. It goes past my belly button, and that's how tall the machine is. So I'll definitely lower the table, but it's going to be pretty much touching my ceiling at the height that the standing desk is now. So I'll have to lower it when I get to that assembly. It's a very large machine. So for those that don't know how deltas work, actually it's probably best if I showcase it here. So here is for their example of a full print, which means these arms have to kind of be here for this mechanic to work. So they're very tall. They're almost twice as tall as what they can print. And this thing prints 400 millimeters. It's 300 round. It's 300 round and 400 tall. So there's about 400 tall above it. This thing is just, it's huge, and that's why I'm excited for it. So, lame, unsubscribe. Peace. 3D print velocity, what's up, what's up, what's up? The Vorons are as precious, yes. Yeah, so I have a print running right now in carbon fiber. I'll have a short coming out tomorrow morning that showcases some of the carbon fiber ASA by 3D Max. But the quality that I'm getting out of this machine, I haven't gotten on anything else. It is by far the highest quality printing thing that I have. And it's fast. It can do any material. I can make it do whatever I want. It's completely custom, and that's really amazing. There's no one that's going to tell me that something is going to pop up and take it away, or some cloud service is going to go down. None of that. It's just mine. It's custom. I can tweak anything I want on it, and no one can tell me. And that's like my favorite part ever. And it takes a while, and it's very expensive. It's hard work, but I think it's similar to building a car in that sense. Like, you can buy a car and drive it to work and be proud. It could be an amazing car. You can be super proud of it. But if you build a car and then even just drive it on the weekends one time, I have a feeling you're gonna have an attachment to it. That's what these Vorons are. And I finally got the V0.2 running, so that should be coming shortly. I think I have another printer to review before I actually review that kit. But yeah, tons of stuff. Did you get rid of the other printer like that tall one? Yes. Yeah, it was the Super Racer. Yep, I sold it in the Discord for half price. And I've missed it ever since. And I wanted this one the entire time. So now that the opportunity came, I jumped on it. I really want one. All right. Walkman Delta. Yeah, this is style. It looks like this. It looks like this, Zumi. Where there's 6 carbon fiber rods, and they all move the head. And this one runs Clipper already. It has the FLSun speeder pad kind of attached to it. So yeah, super exciting. But by the way, guys, ignore this price. I'm not sure what's up with this price. This is the official store, so it's $600. That's how much it should be. And then here, there's actually a bunch of deals when you go down. I only have this open so we can look at the specs. But there are deals down here where you can add a whole bunch of spools, and it's cheaper than this. So, yeah, like for example, yeah, like here, this is $100 extra for 3K PLA with it. Here's 5K PLA, and it's still cheaper. So ignore that price. You can get the machine cheaper. I believe there's also coupon codes, but so something must be up with their price, and none of them are there to you know, they're all on holiday. So their website isn't the place to buy this off of at the moment, but it's here for us to look at specs. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. The 400 is actually 400 on the edge, or just 400 in the middle. It's 400 tall. It's 300 round and 400 tall. I just added a Forester XT to my collection. Nice. Anything XT is fun. Forester specifically. When are they gonna make? When are they gonna do a Crosstrek XT? Basically a lifted little hatchback WRX. That'd be cool. I actually just drove next to one today. It was one of the brand new Wilderness Crosstreks. It's like little and really tall. It has these little yellow bits and has a really vivid, cool. Hold on, camera. Has a really vivid, cool green color that I like. Why'd they do that? I think it was a mistake. I think something automated must have happened, and they are not in. They're all on vacation for Chinese New Year. It's a new one. No, this is not the new one. The new ones are coming out. They're going to be crazy. The specs are crazier than this by a lot. This has been out for a little over a year. I just kind of missed the boat on it, and a lot has happened in 3D printing in a year, and I want to see if this thing stacks up. There's already a huge aftermarket for these things. Like I said, it runs Clipper, so it's open source. There's a lot going for this thing. Oh no, I was talking about the example prints they show. Who knows? I probably need to have like a talking head piece about marketing in 3D printing and how broken it is. You know, I'm in marketing myself. I do web design and marketing in general, and you know, 3D printing also. And this is definitely the most disconnected I've seen a lot of different industries, and I've dealt with a bunch of different industries. They're just, it seems like there's two separate departments. They both answer to the same bosses, but differently, like separately. The engineers do their thing and they answer, and the marketing team does their thing and they answer. And because there's no communication there, they're always completely disconnected. And because of that, they're disconnected from us. So the marketing is always wacky on these things, you know? Yeah, the dragon. Yep, that's right. Nice. That's pretty cool. You're telling me to build, or you did this? No walls. Interesting. All right, anyway, let's take a look at the marketing before we jump in, just to kind of get an idea for what's going on. You on this? Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, so let's take a look at what it says here. So we got 600 millimeters high-speed printing, just like they all say, right? But it is pretty fast. Supports up to 300C on the hot end. That's because it has a all-metal heat break, and then a volcano-style block, from what I remember, and a volcano-style nozzle. That would actually be a really nice thing to upgrade to a CHC style, so that it's ceramic and a little bit more modern. But you know, that's because this is you know, about a year and a half old now, so that hasn't really became completely prominent until very recently. Not that it's bad by any means necessary, it just takes a tiny bit longer to heat up. So it's 300 by 300, which is round, so it's 300. I don't know what that symbol. I don't remember what that symbol is called. And then 410 height. It's just crazy. Dual drive proximity extruder. That just means it's direct drive. All metal structure. Right. There's very little plastic on this thing. The whole thing is gonna be metal. Fast shipping, 1-year warranty. Okay. Lifetime customer service. Okay, that's nice. I also just recently gave my FLSun speeder pad to a buddy of mine to run on my old KP3S that used to sit back there. And it looks like Gilu's, I can never say his name correctly, Gilu's GitHub. Oh, I didn't mean to open another thing. Yep, Cyril. Okay, this guy. Oh, there you go, speeder pad. So he has an entire wiki for this, which is amazing. And what it does is a part of it strips away FLSun's stuff and adds in clipper screen, and it's way better, especially on the standalone speeder pad. And we'll see how this one behaves. I might do it, as in like tonight. But because the original speeder pad has all these pre-installed machines, and if you're running 1 or 2 machines, it's cumbersome and frustrating and annoying. And if you strip all that away and just install raw clipper and clipper screen on here, and then you can add multiple instances, obviously if you run more than 1 machine, it cleans it up. It makes it faster and just so much easier and better, and it still works with all the features that it has. So, you know, Cyril over here is just absolutely, Kirill, I guess, in Russian, straight up killing it with all the resources. So guys, definitely give him some kind of follow, sponsor, whatever it might be. Check him out all over the place, because he's just straight up killing it with all this open source stuff. Okay, so a couple other things I want to mention before continuing is in the top of the chat, should be right there, right over here, is a pinned comment. That pinned comment will take you to this screen. Here you can enter to win a spool of PLA Plus from 3D Max. There's 2 hours left. I usually do it before the stream ends, or shortly after I make whatever happen. And then you can win a spool of filament. Keep in mind, you have to be in the United States. You have to be present to claim it in the chat, and you have to answer the question. I think last time, whoever won the very first time didn't answer, so I had to choose another winner. So keep that in mind. Please answer the question. They're usually really simple and help me out a lot. Like, for example, what has been your favorite content on this channel? I can then look back and see if I'm doing it right. You know what I mean? So it helps a lot. And, you know, it might be worth a spool of filament for your thoughts. Maybe not. I don't know. The other thing is shop at 3D Print SOS. I fixed the link down below. I added a new shirt last week. It's got to be one of my favorites. I got to order one of these. So it's in a kind of like a heather white and also a blue. And it's a pair of snips. Almost like a little inside scoop to anyone that 3D prints knows about these blue snips slash side cutters. There's also a bunch of other stuff. You guys haven't checked this out yet. There's other merch outside of just shirts. By the way, all the art I'm going to do myself, continue to do myself. It's all going to be original. We got some work mats in various colors, and as well as probably one of my favorite mugs ever. We got the hot ends mug, where I illustrated a bunch of different hot ends that are cool and perfect for coffee. And it's a nice two-tone mug. Cheers to that. And you could be this cool. Maybe not quite that cool. That's almost too cool. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, shop at 3D Print SOS. Get yourself some cool stuff. Helps the channel, and you guys get something instead of just something virtual. You know what I mean? So I thought that might be fun. Let's see if anyone's in. Okay, 2 people. Cool, cool. I'll take it. Anyway, let's dig back into here. Chicken Raptor. I must have missed something. Marketing. Is this the same printer that advertised the speed as only a trial speed? It's movement speed. So technically that would be correct. Like, they're not lying by saying you can go 600. 600 is pretty fast. I don't know if you'd want to be doing that daily. It depends on everything else, how stable the whole machine is when it does that. But technically it's possible. It's possible. It just depends on what you're printing, because it might not be able to accelerate fast enough to get to that speed. So we'll see. What do you think of the FLSun? Oh, what do you think? So both the TS and the S1 I think are going to be just absolutely epic. I actually think the cheaper one, the T1, is where it's at. Obviously, the S1 is going to be next level, but the price point for the T1, for what you get, seems to be just next level. I'm really excited for it. So we'll see. But like I said, I haven't checked this one out, so this is the in-between. Ooh, cheers. That was good. Hey, 3D Print SOS, you've been such a big help in the past 2+ years of my Voxlab Aquila. Hey, thank you. I'm glad I've been somewhat helpful. Obviously, I don't do much Aquila content anymore. I kind of want to come back to it to some point, at some point, but there's so much exciting new stuff happening. It's hard for me to do it. you know. So, but yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for popping in and saying that. I appreciate it. When was this launched? About 1.5 years ago, I believe. Hey, Lauren, how you doing? The V400 size is really nice. Yeah, it is. It really is. 300 by 300. Can you even say 300 by 300? 300 around by 410. That's insane. Yeah, one of the things the new machines, the S1 and T1 do is, instead of having the spool all the way up there, like 10 feet in the air, they keep it right here in this chamber. And I actually think that's amazing. Like, I want to do that if it's possible here, because this is all dead space. This is as high as this can go. So, yeah, I think that's great. So we got a 7-inch touchscreen, silent, which, by the way, the FLSun, the Super Racer was really quiet. So yeah, online printing, obviously because of the pad, filament detector, okay. Auto leveling, I'm excited to see how they do it. On the Super Racer, it was a magnetized switch, just like Vorons do, like clicky. So I want to see how that's done. This I will try to update once we get it on the internet and see what it's all about. Yeah, nice, super compact extruder, lightweight. Yeah, I hear good things. Also, this machine is really easy to add CPAP to. It's all on linear rails. They have their own with the metal rods embedded. PI build play. I mean, it's got everything. They added a Cybertruck. Why? Wood, PETG, PLA, TPU, nylon, needs dried. There's also an enclosure for this machine, which I've put in a request for. The enclosure is not that expensive. Let's see if they have it at the bottom here. Yeah, so $160. I guess that could be considered expensive. But they're custom pieces. I kind of want to know how the door is, unless it just pull it off with a magnet. But yeah, this seems like this is the way to go. You know, definitely not cheap. Machines have gotten cheaper since this machine has been out. I'm assuming once the other two come out, this will go down in price. But I don't know. I still think this is up there with everything. I just haven't been able to check it out in person. So that's kind of the point, right? It's hard to recommend stuff that I don't have personal experience with. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, so CPAP fans, you can mount them remotely and then run a hose down to cool. So if you need a lot of cooling for like PLA or other similar materials to PLA for really fast printing, you don't want the fan spinning on the tool head that's going really fast. So you can put it, you can put the CPAP fan off to the side and run a hose down. So that's how that's been going on, you know. Totally agree. I really want to get the Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus. Oh yeah. Did you see my video today about that machine? Yeah, it's a good one. It's big boy. I hope an Aquila launches the next level printer. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but right now they're doing, as in FlashForge, their parent company, is doing the Adventurer. So it was kind of surprising to me, honestly. I thought the Adventurer, the Adventurer 5M, I thought that would have been kind of like the Ares replacement. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the company's doing with VoxLab. I literally have zero contact with anyone there. My contact left a long time ago, and when I messaged the new one, they said that they didn't want to ship. They said that they weren't looking to send any machines out for review. And that was a while ago. Since sending me that, they've had like 4 releases. They've all been really, really similar. And I think everyone else has kind of surpassed them to quite a degree, but I just lost contact with them. Hey, Frank. How you doing, man? New firmware makes this go burr. Okay, cool. So before I do anything, I'll put new firmware on there. Price has definitely come down since launch. Yes, because it used to be $1,000. I'm not sure. I have no idea. It's probably on the site somewhere, so let's see. Don't mind that price. That's not real. Third batch of pre-sales will start soon. Pre-orders. Important date update. Let's see. Expected delivery time. Oh, here we go. So in March. Nope. So they say May. So, you know, it's going to get pushed back some. Come on, let's be real. So, yeah. May, June, July. Yeah, this S1 is just going to be crazy, you know, beyond crazy. And then the T1, which is the cheaper one, this one is the one that, or is it the opposite way? Is it S1 T1? No, T1. This is the cheaper one. 1,000 millimeters per second. 30,000. Yeah. This machine is just, it seems fake almost, the numbers. And then this one, which is much larger, you can see inside of there kind of really faintly right here. There's a filament spool up there. This one is going to be 1,200 millimeters per second with 40,000 acceleration. Woo! What? So this machine is like, what, $500, $600? I think $600, something like that. So this is going to be the real game changer in my personal opinion. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's a CPAP fan up here, and the hose goes down. I think this is brilliant. Having this just, it uses the space for the delta. It gives that space reason. Yeah, this is just going to be nutty. And technically, on paper, somewhat similar to this one. Somewhat similar to this one. So, is there a heater? Oh, activated carbon, okay. I thought that was a heater. So, AI camera, you know, it has all of the most recent stuff that you might want. 330, okay, a little bit smaller. 260, 330, and then the other one is going to be about the same size. So, this one's a little bit smaller. But yeah, that's beside the point. This actually makes me a little bit more excited for this machine because the specs aren't that far away. Did I oversleep? Nah, we're doing an early one. FLSun can print ABS. Everything can print ABS ASA with an enclosure that can go up to 300C. This machine, because the bed isn't slinging around, there's not a lot of moving air. It could technically print smaller parts in ABS and ASA just fine. If you start to print something taller, you're going to need heat, you're going to need an enclosure, and that's why they have enclosures. There's also a bunch of printable and do-it-yourself enclosures. If you guys type in FLSun Super Racer or a V400 into printables or whatever, there's so much aftermarket for these things. So there's definitely stuff all over the place. How heavy is it? Oh, it's so heavy. It's super heavy. You can use the helper script and go vanilla clipper and then closure rocks. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. I did vanilla clipper just recently with a buddy of mine, like I said, on that FLSun speeder pad. So I'm going to do it to mine as well. Depending on what you're printing on the FLSun machines, tend to be the fastest to print. That's coming from a bamboo fan. Hey, John, that's careful, man. Careful where you say that kind of stuff. Yes, Michael. Yep. Yeah, so now you're getting a bit about the timeline of when they stopped sending me stuff. Or talking to me in general. You got the Nathan Builds Robots treatment from Bamboo. I got it before Nathan. Nathan at least received machines from them and received emails and had a rep. They never replied to a single email, and they did not allow me to have affiliate links at all. So they just from day one, from when they used to have, because I contacted them when they were still in their Kickstarter, and they just refused since then. They never talked to me. No, Zumi, that's just a temporary price so that people don't order it. They set it in their little thing. There's text under there. Yeah, I think that was like some super early bird price, something like that. Do you recommend building a Voron? Oh my gosh, yeah, I do. It's the best. They're the best machines, in my personal opinion, because you make them yourself. You know every single thing about them. They're a challenge, and then when you get it working, it feels amazing. I'm gonna do a video on the V0 .2R1 here that I have very soon, and just the whole journey that I had with it, because it has been pretty rocky. But now that it's reliable and I can just click print and have it print, it's just the most, they're so much more rewarding. I would so much rather click print on this machine than any of these machines that just get delivered to my house. They just have no soul in comparison, even if they're amazing. This is an amazing machine. This is an amazing machine. Amazing machine. This is a pretty cool machine. But they're not this at all. Even when this barely works or has something wrong with it, in my personal opinion, and everyone's entitled to those, it's just cooler because you did it. I don't know. Definitely, I have a bias, I guess. Will this print ABS with enclosure? Yeah, definitely. Oh, this will print. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't because I can't see Discord while I'm doing this. But yes. Love the idea of fast printers. Yes. Okay. That was an inspiring Voron monologue. Yeah, my bad. I tend to do that by accident. VoxLab looks like Focus looked a few months back. A little bit. But like I said, they're also part of FlashForge, so I know they're not dead. FlashForge is still doing all kinds of great, cool stuff. Finally open sourcing everything, making things happen, so. Yeah, Buzzbird, that's what I hear. See, Tigerflower knows. I am doing Tigerflower. I'm currently doing a Micron Plus 180. Where'd I put all the parts? I put them. No, but for real, where'd I do with the parts? Oh, right, I put them where all the boxes. So I have a FormBot kit that I'm going to be building. Actually, yeah, this is a 97%. So some of the parts are up there for the Micron build. So that's happening. I think the Salad Fork's pretty cool, but the Micron 180 I think is kind of interesting because it's a little bit bigger than the 0.2, but smaller than most other machines in that size. So the 180 by 180 print bed I think is perfect. It's kind of like, oh, the 0.2, the V0.2 is a little bit too small. I think the Micron 180 is like that sweet spot. So. Akila X3 Max, nice. 260, pretty good price. But you know, not Clipper, probably not too many modern things. It's going to be kind of like really similar to that MINGDA, except MINGDA has auto everything, I guess, except for Z. All right, let's get this thing going. It's going to take a minute, I think. So let's just jump in and, like I said, guys, check out the link in the chat for. What's gonna be a good way to do it? I'm gonna have to lay it down, I guess. Oh, you know what? Let's get my stool. I'll lean it like this up against the stool, and we'll try to open it this way. Check out the link in pinned at the top of the chat and get yourself entered if you guys are gonna stick around and are in the United States and would like a chance to win a spool of filament from 3D Max. Nice. Love seeing everything wrapped in plastic on the inside. That's good. This thing is huge. This is just gigantic. All right, let's try to not be savages about opening it. It's like opening a casket. Oh, this gives you this gives you about the how tall this machine is gonna be. An idea. This gives you an idea is what I was trying to say. We have our FLSun V400 Amazing Speed manual. We have the classic snips, tools. Look at this little thing. A little paintbrush. How about I get over here and show you guys this way, maybe? Let's rearrange some things, huh? Yeah, there we go. This way I can at least show you stuff. Hold on. We got a color blowout. Meet 4K, image. Chill out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see what's in here. We got snips. We got brush. Interesting. Extra thermistor. Cartridge style thermistor, by the way. We have a heater cartridge. Allen keys. Zip ties. A needle. We have a 4 gig USB, a metal one, with a little key ring. This is how you know I have OCD. The key ring is not attached, and I cannot continue. I cannot continue what I'm doing until that's back. All right, so we got that. This is nice to see as well. Love a little bit of tuba grease. I'm keeping this. That's a keeper. That's going right there. I like the little applicator. Got a little flathead. I'm sure we'll need this tube and the hardware. If it's similar to the other one, there's only 2 types in here. Yep, only 2 types, and that's all we need. Looks like the Trident just finished its print. So we'll wait a little bit, and I'll show you guys the quality that's coming off that Voron, and then maybe you'll get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Because I mean, I've had that thing for months, and I've been tuning it for months, and it hasn't all been just the easiest thing in the world, but it's very rewarding. A little raggy. Thanks for the rag. All right, let's move that along. Let's see what else we got. These are going to be our carbon fiber rods. Okay, and they're pre-greased, luckily. So inside of here, whoops, right here, this is where the ball ends kind of pop in. And they got little dollops of grease in there, which is really nice. Love how they don't weigh anything. So those are the actual rods that'll move everything. Also, nice little touch, ain't it? Oh, sorry. There we go. What is this? Oh, these are like the top plates. Also, guys, I can't really see the chat from here. It's just too far away from me. So I'll get back to it a little later. Troodon from 4Bot. I don't know. I kind of want that to have a starting point. Yeah. So basically, that's like if you don't want to build the extrusions and things like that, that's the Troodon. Like that's where they come in. And the Vividino. That's what that's for. It's like you kind of just pop it all together and then do all the actual electronics and all the clipper stuff instead of everything. Okay, we got a power cable, nice and long. That's nice. Some of these machines come with just the tiniest plugs nowadays. We have the filament spool holder. All right, this, oh wow, that is no joke heavy. So yeah, these are bigger. These are bigger than the previous ones. Wow, what a piece of metal. Holy. So if you guys look how this is made, they have rods embedded into this extrusion. And look, they got dampeners on the motors as well. So yeah, this part rides up and down on metal wheels that are in between. Super smooth. Very nice. Okay, we have tensioner on the bottom here and pre-built, pre-installed rubber feetsies. Yeah, this is just wow. All right, and there's 3 of those. And assembly should be somewhat straightforward because it's the same. They're the same on all of them. Oh yeah. All right, so that said Z, this says Y, and that's just so that we know where to plug it into the on the boards. Set that down. All right, this one says X. I wonder if I'm gonna have space for the base plate on there. All right, let's get these cardboard angles in here. All right, knocking my tools over. Okay. All right, base first. Yeah, let's do the base. Let's set it down. I believe, from what I remember, the other one was installed in reverse, as in like you needed the top first. So we'll see how they do it. Is this going to be the pad? Yes, it is. And what's this? This looks like some kind of tripod. What the? Is this for this? Oh. Oh, wow, okay. Hey-oh, hey-oh. All right, so that's for the pad. What the heck? That's an interesting decision. Okay, so it sits like that. All right. Interesting. I kind of thought this would be mounted somewhere. It looks exactly the same as the standalone speeder pad. No difference there. Oh, almost dropped it. The Hodo. Yeah, the Hodo is definitely about to get a workout. That thing is a pain. Frank. What's up, Frank? Which thing's a pain? The FLSun speeder pad? Because like I said, I rooted it and went raw clipper, and it's so good. Like it's exactly what I wanted it to be when it wasn't. So I'm definitely going to be doing that on this as well. Unless you mean something else, Frank. Welcome to the Hodo cult. It's a very small group of folks from what I gather. All right, we have a filament sensor installed in some kind of really interesting little clip-on piece. So we'll see that. The bracket sucks. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, this thing. I honestly didn't even know. I didn't realize this was there. I kind of thought that. Oh, it's like that. I kind of thought that it gets mounted somewhere, but I guess not. I guess it's better than nothing. At least it's like rubberized, you know? Let's move that somewhere into a safe spot. Okay, I should probably look at the instructions real quick to see which thing I need first. Is this one built from the bottom up or from the top down? Oh, both at the same time. Okay, I am not going to have enough space here on this table, but I will take it all out, rearrange it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, all right, tools fell, no big deal. What'd I lose? I lost the lube, razor blade. All right. Okay, we have our hot end assembly. What do they call this? The erector. It's really nice looking. I like this heat sink with the fan. Interesting extruder. Effector, I think it's called, right? Dual-sided fans here. Big old block. Oh, sorry guys. Big old block right here. We got LEDs on a PCB style board. Looks like leveling is going to be the same. It's got one of those magnetic little switches that goes here, and then it does its leveling, and then you just take it off, which is technically pretty good. You can even automate that to some degree. I usually hate these cable tie things. Usually hate them. But, you know, that's easily fixed. Here's all of the wiring. Cool. It runs their own FLSun motor. Shouldn't be a problem with any of that. This is nice. This is a really nice looking and feeling piece. Cool. I like that. Yeah, LEDs are going to be nice for sure. Looks like we have a little sampler of PLA. Always like to see these spools instead of just the tiny little bit, because this is actually useful. You can actually use this. So kudos. Please continue that. I'll put that right back into the box. What else we got here? Oh yeah, okay, so here is the leveling sensor. So you essentially plug this in, then you pop this on the bottom, and then it does its leveling, and then you take it off and put it away. Fantastic. All right, here is the top of the machine, and the top of the machine has the brains. So it runs MKS hardware if it's the same as the other machine. Can't quite see everything from here, but that's okay. It's kind of bare up here, actually. It should be somewhat empty. Nice. Does that light up? I hope so. I hope that lights up. I see a fan in there sitting over top of the board. Cool. Little daughter board to keep everything in place. It has interesting optical sensors. I guess that detects to make sure this thing is assembled correctly, or is that the top? Oh, right, no, that's where it homes. It homes at the top with optical sensors. So yeah, this thing's all metal. Cool design, really cool design. This is for the spool. Definitely a cool design. I like the logo on there. I'm gonna set it sideways. Like I said, I'm gonna have to rearrange my work area here before I get started. All right, and here's the bottom, a little bit heavier. I'm guessing power supplies down here. Yeah, whoa, that's an interesting shaped power supply. All right, so I see crimped connectors for everything. The bed is insulated, it looks like. Can I see specs of the power supply at all? No, it's not labeled. I don't see a branding labeled. Looks like it might be their own. I do see that this is set in the wrong power range. So let's change that to 115. I like that this bed is thick. This is definitely thicker than your average bed. This is about the same thickness it looks like as my Voron V0, which is really nice. That's great to see. I like the plastic shroud around it. Let's see, is this double-sided? No, not double-sided, but that's okay. Wow, cool. This is very interesting. Such a fun design, and really refreshing to look at, to be honest. As you can imagine, how stagnant it gets looking at the same type of machine over and over again for a while. This is definitely exciting, and definitely one of the reasons why me getting one of these was a no-brainer. I've wanted one for a while. All right, here's the deal. Guys, give me a minute or two to clean up since my chair fell and knocked things over. And my fan, as my fan is over there, so let me just pick all that up and tidy up real quick. And we will continue while we start a camera. All right, camera here. Okay, hold on. And then I will tend to the chat and we will continue forth. All right, this goes here. What'd I drop? We got my filter. What am I missing here? There's definitely something that's not here. This is my tap. I can go up there. All right, give me 1 second. I need to take off my hoodie. I got hot. The music and the OnlyFans comment is the best thing ever. That's hilarious. All right, now that I'm all worked up. All right, let's move things along here and get stuff working. Quick coffee break. Okay. Quick bourbon stop. Perfect. Razor blade can go back. All right, let's see. Where can this go so that you can actually see what's going on here? Let me check the print. These cold enough yet? No, I'll leave it open. Gorgeous, ridiculous looking print over there. Hey, Iceman. When I lay eyes on a Voron. All right, there's too much chat to catch up, but I'm gonna go up a little bit and see what you guys have been talking about. Nice accessory pack. Should have named it Tube Lube. It's Lube Tube. Tube Grease. Nah, it's Tube Lube, baby. Heads up. Got some filaments and some tape to fish the wire down. Oh, from the top? Nah, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Tradoon from 4bot. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Now I'm caught up to where I was previously. Delta printers are naturally faster than Cartesians. Right, because they're just because of the movement. I have to lower the table. I definitely will have to lower it. Yep. Yeah, and they learned a lot from this machine and going to be applying it to T1 and S1. All right, let's get the Hodo prepped and ready, because we will need that bad boy. And we'll do the bigger Hodo. Move my phone, keyboard out the way. I see Paris, I see France, I see Fetter's underpants. Sorry, I thought my shirt was tucked in to avoid that scenario. That's a nice tiny spool. Yes, it is. Spool holder is the only disappointment. No problems there. You know what I mean? We'll figure that one out. Why is there a blow-up doll? This is it's actually a super fun project. It's a one-to-one scale, scan of me printed with Creality. Oh, there you go. Zoomy already let me know. Let's see what else we got. Iceman's here. What's up? Well, make and model bourbon. I'm apparently not supposed to say those things. So, I'll tell you later, Martin. Something about the algorithm. I miss the days you just made videos about voxel kilos. All these new machines are so complex. Luke, you're right. You're definitely right. And I do miss the simplicity of what I had going on back in the day. But at the same time, it's been many moons now. I've been on YouTube for, I guess, 3 years already. And I devote so much of my time and life to this. This is way more exciting than going back to old school bed slingers. But I totally understand. I get it. And I agree. I agree with you. I can't wait to see the videos of T1S1. Yeah, same. Does your energy bill skyrocket when you have like 10 plus printers running? It does go up, but not to an extent that you would think. So printers take the most energy when they're heating up. So as long as you're not doing it all at the same time and you spread that out, you're good to go. And if you have one that's already heated and you take a print off, if you continue to use that one, you're likely going to save energy than heating back up from zero. Amazing the changes that have come along in 3 years. Yeah, the changes are insane, especially in the past year, right? I'm on 12 printers and my bill ain't that bad. Yeah. I have, what, 14, 15, 16 something around here somewhere. I don't have them all running, but I did just recently have like 6 running. And there is a noticeable increase, but it's very small, very small. It's like leaving a couple bulbs on at the end of the day. I really want to show you guys this print. Oh, there we go. We have an escapee. All right, here we go. Fresh off the bed. So this is ASA carbon fiber. Check this out. This is by 3D Max, by the way. I mean, that's just I know it's having a hard time. It's trying to get all the excitement behind, but come on. Here, let me get one print. It's worth going to grab. This is what I've been printing for the past week or so. Come back, camera. Camera, come back. There you go. I've been printing this entire box full of stuff. So this is the Micron 180 front. By the way, there's glue on the front of this. I haven't washed it off yet, but here, this is the same filament. Wait for it to. There we go. Look at that. Look at the quality. That's just, it's just incredible, really. And I know, like, yes, you can grab a bamboo and it'll just do this, which is amazing, and that's fantastic for like 99% of people. But the fact that you can build this yourself, do it all yourself, and still get that quality, that's, you know what I mean? Like, even just little parts like this. This was on the V0 though. Just absolutely flawless prints. All this was printed on the V0 as well, because something about having the V0 print parts that are pretty much the entire build plate but all Voron is just something else. Oh, I thought this was cool too. So, a little spool holder with little rollers built in. Really simple. Just the highest of quality, which is very nice. All right, I'm gonna move this all to the side somewhere. Wow, this desk has felt so large the entire time I've had it, except for this moment. It feels very small right now. Let's put that up there. Let's figure this out. So we'll put the bottom this way, which means the top is this. And we need to figure out 3D printing porn, yeah. All right, let me catch up. They don't actually draw a lot of power. Right, they draw the most power when heating the bed. I made a sound when you pulled that up on the camera. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Any updates coming up? Streams, videos coming up on other Feder? Oh, the one down below. So right now I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting for Creality to get back to studio. I think they're getting back on the 20th. That's when they'll be able to put in a request, my request for more filament. I'm out, and I want to use their filament. Yes, I can order it, but the project is sponsored by them, so I'm waiting for them to put in that request so that I can get more filament so I can continue. I probably need to print about 2 more spools of blue, and then I've also, actually this will be the first time saying it, 3D Gloop is willing to help sponsor the gluing portion, which is really cool. Super excited to be working with them. These are all non-paid, by the way. I don't take any payment for any content here, so they just provide the thing, and I do the thing and have fun. So, yeah, 3D Gloop is going to be what I use to glue it all together. So once I have everything and all the prints are done, I'm going to dump everything off the machines and then, you know, do a video on it. So it won't be a live stream. It'll probably be a full-on video, because there's like a story that went along, and I had problems with the machine. I had problems with some filament, and it was just like a whole thing. So I think it's gonna. I'm also gonna be doing shorts as I do it all. But yeah, that's gonna be a full video. Hey Jay, what's up? Looks like they changed some stuff on them. Oh really? This is updated? Jay, please let me know what they did. Like as I put it together, I would love to know. Wait, is 3D Gloop a brand? Because I never find it online. Yeah, it's Gloop with an exclamation mark. Yeah, they basically make stuff that fuses PLA and P2G and ABS and ASA together. All right, which side is the back? There's got to be a back and a front to this. This has the plug, so that's got to be the back. This looks like it's the front, which means the logo here has to be facing downward, I'm guessing, like this. And I might be wrong here, but that's what it seems like at the moment. So the front of the machine should be where? This is the front. That's the back. Let's see if the manual tells me. It's probably one of the main things I need to know. Oh, fishing down the wire for the display. No, that looks like it's right here. Oh yeah, that'll have to be fished down. All right, we'll figure it out. FLSun, here we go. All right, so here's what we're looking for. So they're saying the FLSun should be facing me. All right, FLSun is facing me. And then the sticker should be facing up. Wait, that's this way? Well, that seems odd. I'm putting it on the power button. Yeah. Here's the sticker that they reference. Okay, we'll do it. But it's definitely sitting on the power button. All right, I guess it's just for a short period of time. Guys, I'm running out of space. So bear with me, please. Let me see if I can zoom out any further. No, I'm zoomed out all the way, and it's up against my monitor. Note to one of the correspondence between motor and motor lines X, Y, and Z. Oh, okay, that's good to know. There we go, that's how we'll know. So this says Y, and this should say, does this say? It does not say. Does this say? No. But okay, since this says Y, we need to grab the Y. And this should go this way. Holy moly, this thing is huge. I mean, this is... You know, I've been dealing with some big machines, but this is on some kind of... This is like borderline joke level. See ya, Taijin. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Read the manual. I don't like reading the manuals. You guys know this already. All right, let's put in some hardware. We're gonna stick to level 1 for now. You have to raise the ceiling. Yeah, I'll definitely have to put the table down. That's for sure. That'll hit the top. But let's get this bottom in, and then I'll get the top in. I'm sure that I'm gonna have to undo something somewhere. I'm sure of it. Your basement needs a basement. I need like a cellar. All right, that went in nice and easy. Now we have to rearrange it to be able to put this part in. Let's get it on the very edge here. This has to be moved. The Y will have to get plugged in. Very nice. And I'm guessing this just drops in here. There we go, that clicked in. Kind of has its own little spot in there, and the motor just goes in. I love how simple the hardware is. There's no guessing. It's one type of screw. FLSun tried to make an April Fool's joke, but made a product instead. I like that, Luke. I hear the plastic peeling off the build plate since it's cooled down. Always a nice sound bag there. All right. I wish we had basements, man. Earthquakes. I used to live in a place with earthquakes, Uzbekistan. We used to live on the 9th floor, and yeah, earthquakes were super common. The whole building would sway. We have to evacuate all the time. So I know that feeling. All right, hopefully I did this portion correct. This part went up fine, but this one is still a bit confusing. That they had to have the power over here. That's kind of odd. I would have expected it to be on the other side. The printer looks hefty. It is gonna be on a level of heft, that's for sure. All right, so it says here, take out the shells and place them vertically on the desktop. The top shell, FLSun logo, and the QR code on the same direction. Okay, that's good. Pass the straightened cable through the inside of the Y-axis insert. Insert the connector to the bottom of the shell socket. Okay, so that's what you were talking about. It's this, but I can't do it because this needs to be standing for me to do that. So let me just undo it here, but then we'll put the rest on, and then I will stand it up and do that. This thing's like a park bench. The cables are nice. Like this cable is much better than the extruder portion. Actually, I need those. I tend to throw these out, and then I go to repackage something or put a cable back in the box, and I lose these. Don't want that to happen. All right, let's rotate and continue installation. Yeah, that's already very heavy. Yep, that's heavy. All right, and then right here should be another plug for me, right? Yep, and we got the X. So far, that part is very intuitive and easy. You basically take out the cable. It tells you which one of these to grab. So super easy in terms of the actual install. Them being big and whatnot, that's different, but did you plug the motor in? Yes. Yep, and that just went right in there, right in its own little grooves. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Man, this Hodo is... This thing just rocks. What a beast. So I'm assuming since this is the top, those little covers are going to cover up these extrusions. And there's these little notches that everything kind of notches into to make sure that this goes in square. Hodo! Gotta love that Hodo, man. Yep, Hodo screwdriver. I've been really enjoying both of mine. I know they're expensive, but the power, the usability, the form factor, how long they last. I did a test, Zach. I did a test with on this thing. How many printers I can put together? I put together 5 machines, or I think it was 5 machines and my entire Voron build before charging, which is amazing. They are definitely built with just super high quality in mind. Cool, cool, cool. So far, so good. Very, very easy. Let's see, where's the plug here? Got it. Z motor. Plug her in. Plop. Easy. Easy peasy. 1014. For those that are just popping in here, at the top of the chat there's a pinned comment. Go ahead and click that. That'll take you to a link where you can put in your information. If you're sticking around till the end, you can win a spool of 3D Max PLA Plus. And also check out shop at 3dprint.sos if you want to check out some pretty cool shirts and merch from yours truly. Nice way to support, but also get yourself something in return instead of just, you know, digital. I'll be making videos regardless, you know, but I think the merch is a cool idea. All right, let's keep her going. I ran out of the juice to make the lemonade. I don't know how the song ended up in my playlist, but I never removed it. Because I think all of the other songs on the playlist don't contain any words. It seems like one of those machines that you die trying to put together, break your back while transporting it. Yep. And then you get a super speedy 10-hour benchy. Installation at the bottom of the build plate, yes. Is it helpful? Yeah, no, it's definitely helpful. Yeah, definitely helpful. I've done that mod to older machines that didn't have it, and definitely noticeable steadiness, faster heating, stays hotter longer. Not as helpful as you would think on a machine that needs a heated chamber or has a chamber in general, because you want the bed to heat the chamber. So actually, you don't necessarily want insulation on those types of machines, which is kind of interesting. All right, now that that's in, from what I understand, I need to get this cabling in down this leg. And I think the best way to do that is to stand this up. To stand it up, I think I'm gonna have to lower the table quite a bit so I don't hit the ceiling. I think my camera tripod is in the way. It is. Let's move that, get it out of there. All right, come on back. All right, let's get her up on her legs. Holy moly, it's heavy. It's like a room. Jeebus. This is not okay. This is not okay, this machine. All right, hold on. Let's try to move the camera. I can get it way further back here. It's going to be in the way of the chat. That's the problem. I didn't anticipate the ridiculous camera angle that this would require. Can this thing even focus back here? Focus. All right. Yeah, you get the light back there. Yeah, I know. And my lens is in the way. I got the camera. I try to keep a minimal table too. That's still so much stuff. So much stuff all the time. Now I gotta take it off. LDO kit. Yeah, I hear good things. All right, let's see if I can get this out of here, or through this rather. Here, let's undo this and put it up here so that this doesn't come apart. Nope. No, let's just see if we can get it in there. This is going to be a challenge, isn't it? I see what you mean. I don't remember who told me, but I think you're correct. Let me think about what do I have down here that I can use to help myself. Bourbon helps. I'm over here breaking a sweat. Had a coffee, then a bourbon. All right, let's see. It's nice and smooth in this channel too, so I guess if you get it at a certain angle, this should just slide right in there. Here we go. Okay, so keep it in the middle, and it should be good. And there you go. Now it's like falling because of gravity, and now it's not going anywhere. Okay, I see what you mean. Arm day covered. Rum is the answer. Channel is the right size for music effective LED strips. All right, so I need something to push this down. I do have some like rod in my garage. So if I can't get this in there in the next couple seconds, I'll go run up and grab that and just push it. Otherwise, we'll be here forever, and I want to get a print going. All right, I'm going to stop the camera from following me. I'll be right back, everybody. Be right back. I think my mic's still going to be on. Let's see. Nice little test. The mic range. All right, here we go. It is freezing in here. Okay. In retrospect, I probably should have muted the mic. Was the mic connected that entire time? Just as a test? I can hear you? Okay, good. All right, here we go. I'll have a rod. And we're going to use it. I'm going to try without tape first. I'm going to fail. And then I'm going to be like, should have put tape in here. And then we'll put tape in there. That's the order of events that are happening right now. Okay. Think we're good. We're jammed up again. Let's get that rod back in there. There we go. And come on out. Got it. All right, so now it's just a push-pull scenario. So far, this is the hardest part. All right, that should be the cable. Let's make sure it's nice and even here. And not all crazy. There we go, nice and flat. This little rubber piece came off of here somewhere. Where'd this come off of? Right here. That's just to protect the cables. Okay. All right, that's all good. This can be right here for now. All right, I guess we could stand her back up. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very heavy. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. That is a heft. I'm gonna move this somewhere else. I know it's not gonna be ideal, but it's in the way of my chat. So even though I know you guys want to see it, I want you to see it. I want to see what you guys say as well. And arguably, that might be more important. Let me see if I can fish it over here in between the laptop, maybe. All right, that'll probably be okay. All right, that'll be okay. You guys can mostly see what's going on. And I'll try to talk. I'll try to talk through it as well. And then you guys love hearing me talk. Well, I'm gonna have to get to the top anyway, aren't I? I gotta put these plates on there. Okay. That's one tall machine. It is super tall. Car ramrod. Car ramrod. Why stream on Tuesday? I usually stream on Wednesdays. But I want to do 2 streams this week. And I'm going to attempt to do that next week as well. Just to get some content out there and to move along, because my basement is turning into a storage facility. And I'm trying to avoid that. All right, so we did these items. I'm supposed to plug this in. Okay. Totally missed that. Let's see if I can put it to the side and figure out where that goes. Oh yeah, there's a plug down here. Okay. All right, so that is a ribbon cable that goes, it literally connects from the top to over here to the bottom. So it gives power to everything from the bottom to the top. So important. That's an important one. And now I'm just trying to neatly tuck it back up. Looks like we need a little push from Rodney over here. Oop, I put it into the wrong area. All right, come on up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. That is nice and even. And this, I guess, is just how it connects to the pad, because that looks like power and USB. Okay, that's good. Install the parallel bars, okay? Will do. Let's see, is there a top and a bottom? From what I remember, they're the same. There we go, that was bothering me. And then let me go over here, go to image, Brighten it up just the hair. Okay. And then let me turn my fan up because I am hot down here. All right, so the way this works is they're spring loaded. I'll show you on this one. All right, guys, check this out. So you pull these apart, put one on one side, pull it apart, and the springs hold it on, and they're lubricated inside of the little ball cups. Just like that, nice and easy. Let's get the feet all up on one spot. This thing is freaking massive, man. Okay, plug in everything on the hot end. Gently sit her down. And everything is color coded, which is very nice. All right, let's start with the bigger plugs, since they're in my way. I got one blue fan. What's this for? That's the filament sensor, probably. That's how it was on the Super Racer, except the Super Racer one attached to the side. All right, we got just a plain white plug. Okay, we have a red plug. And I love all the color-coded plugs. That makes it really easy. And these are both fan plugs, I bet, because they're both black. Let me just make sure I'm doing it right. And then I'll check back with the chat because I haven't seen what you guys are saying in a minute. Yep, okay, so those are both just black. I'm guessing those are the double-sided fans, and they're just individually wired instead of together. So that's one. And come on, baby. Two. Okay. That is that. Filament switch. Let's see how this goes in here. Let's plug that in. Okay, and then, look at that, and it covers everything. Okay, I gotta get you guys in here because that's neat. That's actually a cool design. Yeah, so check that out. So, also, hold on, let me get that wire out of here. There we go. So everything plugged into this little daughter board, sister board, brother board, whatever. And this little cover with the filament sensor goes up. And let's see how this works. Okay, this whole thing kind of clips in here. Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool little design. Nice and clean. Let's see how this works. Do I just pop it in and slide her in or what? Okay, that's in. That's in, and we just slide it back. Ow, that was my fingertips. That hurt. How does this work? How much gusto do I give it? Plastic snapping gusto or? Let me take a look before I savage this in. Hold on, I got this. I got this. This is either going to be perfect or absolutely terrible. And I'm here for it. Okay. Nothing's broken yet. For those wondering, no, I don't want to read the instructions. So it looks like it should just slide right in, and there's something stopping it somewhere. Oh, there it goes. Nice and easy. I just wasn't aligning it correctly. I almost got a bigger hammer, too. Hey, Burnt House. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man? Like the video, yes. No, this is not a Bowden printer, Walkman. You have to look up to see the top. Yeah, you do. This thing is just nuts. No, I do stay up pretty late every day. Really late. Really late. Normies don't understand the times that I'm up. But that's okay. Go Conan on it for custom Maidens. Nice. Hey, George. The Persuader. That's right. All right, so that was cool. Everything is okay there. You know, the cable tie, plastic cable tie, I could live without, but that's okay. As far as this goes, I guess that's okay to see a little bit of filament there. I do actually really like that covered up all those wires. It's really clean in that sense, for sure. All right, so let's point you guys down here now, because we should be doing stuff in this area. Whoops, in this area. So let's see how that works. Right, we did this, we did this. Oh, it's telling me to go to the top. All right, let me see how low I can go with the table. Anything in the way to get crushed? No. All right, let's go to the floor. Oh, there is stuff to get crushed. Airplane stuff. Don't crush my airplane. Oh, yeah. Forgot this table can literally go to my ankles. Oh, yeah, look at that. That works. All right, let's get this cable in there again, I guess because I pushed it up from the bottom. It's kind of come up here, and we're gonna need it to be flat like that. All right, let's see. Is there one of these with a larger channel? No. So, oh, okay. So just some brute force, and that cable stays down. And I'm guessing, let's see, how many of these do we need? That's got to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 1, 2, oh no, we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing it's these. Does it show me? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, it's these. Oh, there's 8 because 2 of them are for the filament spool. I think we need a smaller Allen. We do. I literally crushed something on my printer with the table. Oh, with the table going down like 15 minutes ago. Nice. Perfect timing then. Where we're going, we don't need instructions. Nah, instructions. You know, I'll look at them, but nah, no instructions. Guys, this is my 56th machine. I should, I mean, obviously I still need instructions here and there, but come on, that's like kind of embarrassing. And that doesn't include the dupes. Oh, Jerry, I forgot to mention, man, or maybe I did. I don't remember who I was talking to. Hopefully it was you. If not, I'll let you know soon. I saw somebody forked Orca and made a really good profile. Well, I have my gripes with it, but a really good profile for the SK1. It's much better than what it is now, and it lets you use Orca. The only thing that the only problem is instead of doing it in Clipper, they did it in Start, like in the Start G code. So basically, it just needs to be. We just need to make a custom Start, print Start in Clipper so that you don't have to do it in each slicer. But that's really easy to do now that I have those numbers. And I printed a couple things, and it printed a cube so fast and in such good quality. I was very impressed. I jumped in on some other machines that I have to do before that one. But I just wanted to let you know, if you're still here listening, that that's happened. And it looked like that profile will be added to the next Orca slicer. So very shortly we will have official support for that machine in Orca. I'm gonna migrate all my printers to Orca soon. Yes, yeah, that's what I did. All my printers. Well, except for the Flash Forge, because you can't do it. You can't do it yet. All right, so this must be the smaller Allen keys for this. Allen screws, I mean. Because, okay, let's just give you a couple extras. Because those didn't fit. Yep, that's it. These will fit. I saw that there is a flat spool holder for this. I think that's going to be the way to do it. It was like a $3 printables purchase. Might have to do that. I definitely want to look in a way to do the, like, you know, we'll call it the S1 T1 mod, where it would put the spool up here somewhere. I think that would be goals, essentially. So we will see. We are getting pretty close. I don't think there's anything else to install. Just to plug in, and we should be good after this. Okay. This Hodo is too strong and too powerful. I need to go manual. Let's go manual. Which one is it? This one? Nah, it's gotta be this guy. Yeah, so far, this is definitely the weakest part of the whole thing. This, the spool holder. Kind of flippy-floppy because it's just on top. Okay. That is that portion. Get this back up here somewhere. I want a mini fetter. Yes, Luke, I can. I have it somewhere. It is actually in 1-to-1 scale, so I have to scale it down. But I do have it. Same spool for the SR. Yeah, I think it is. I don't remember what it was on the SR, but yeah, I think it is. Hey, B3D, what's up? Armored. How you doing? Don't forget to smash the like button. Yes, please. But like... No, okay. It is smash the like button. You're right. I can't coin Nero's awesome phrase. I'm not even gonna... Not trying to. I love that he has that. Alright, so this should be facing this way. Let's get this guy on here. So same ordeal. Put in one side. Pull apart. And bam, that's in. That feels so connected once you get that on there. It like just starts to move in a very linear way right away. And the last one, pop. Okay. Wow, super smooth movement. Woo! Yeah, that's very nice. How are these looking? Let's tighten that just a bit. Huge belts, by the way. What belt is that? That's massive. Wow. I'm gonna measure that because that's quite the belt. What is that, 12? Here, get out of here for a second. Somewhere there, 10mm belt? Oh, right, I can just turn it. What the? Oh, I hit 0. Yep, 10mm belts. Pretty beastly. All right, what else we got? What else we got? So then we have this sensor. Is there a drawer on the front of this, like the Super Racer? No drawer? Oh, I like the drawer. I think there might be a printable one somewhere. The drawer was cool because you can hold your sensor in there. I guess you can just put it on the top. So the way the sensor works is you plug it in up here, and then you just clip it on. Pop! It's a magnet, and it does its thing, and then you can just take it off and put it. Oh, and it magnets. Right, it magnets. Okay, cool. Let's put that on there for now, I think. Okay. Let's do a mini cleanup sesh, just to kind of get some room on my desk so I can think straight. All right, hardware can go back in like that. I wonder what this one was for. Is this for the bottom over here? No, I guess it doesn't really need one for the bottom. And the top one is in. So, okay, so this is just an extra tubing that we don't need. Will I need anything out of here? No. I do like that they give you extra thermistor and heater cartridge. Don't know why you would need it, but it's never a bad thing that you have that stuff. All right, let's do this. Where's my box? Oh, we put it all the way over here. Let's get the power cable. I'm not gonna plug it in just yet because we still have to put in the pad, but I will plug it into actual power on my outlet here. How should I do this? Should we go under? No, we'll go this way. Because I'll be printing some parts tonight on my V0, so I kind of need access to it. All right, let's go through the table. Yeah, the cord is definitely slightly longer than normal, which is nice. All right. And then, anything else notable? Let's see. Please insert the leveling switch. Okay, got it. All right, first printing. Okay. See ya. Let's plug this guy in. We can go back to our normal view now. I think it'll fit. I guess we can put it this way somewhere so you guys can see the actual print head. Let's do it that way. This interesting contraption. Let's figure out how this goes. Okay, it's not that bad. It's rubberized at least. Okay. And this, there definitely needs to be a way to mount this somewhere. Like, I get why they did that, because the Delta kind of has its own way of doing stuff. Also, can I plug it into the bottom one? Or do I have to plug it into the top? I think all the photos are the top one. But can we plug this into the bottom? Let's see. No photos, huh? Nope, no photos. Okay. I'm going to plug it into the bottom and we'll figure it out. Of course, I have to flip around the USB 4 or 5 times before I plug it in the correct way. Classic scenario. Okay, yeah, this is a total pain. The little thing is a total pain. That's very unnecessary. Printable mount is going to happen. It pretty much has to. This is cool. I kind of want to have it facing forward for whatever reason for my brain. Looks like a little alignment, maybe some printable alignment pieces would be really nice there. All right, let's plug it in and get to cooking. All right, we got power. Cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell there. Also, so right now I have my desk in sit mode. It's right a little above my waist, below my waist. Also, the FLSun logo glows. How cool is that? It's blue. I like that a lot. The spool holder is almost touching my ceiling. Oh, hold on, my camera lost me over here on my steps. Hey, camera. Come on, gimbal. There we go. Will the camera see this? No. Well, I can touch my ceiling here and say so can the spool. All right, let's see what we got. Resin, resin. What a mess resin is. But in your modest opinion, is a large-scale resin printing better than standard FDM? I am the wrong person to ask. I think I'm not gonna say I was really early into resin printing, but it was a long time ago, back when 2K was crazy, 1K was crazy, and I had a few machines. I've had 2 resin machines. One's still here. I still have the VoxLab Proxima 2K. Those machines were blowing my mind at the time, but I quickly realized that the smell was a lot for me, and I know resins have gotten much better. It was just it felt so dirty with the chemicals and the gloves and the station that you need, and it felt like I was back in photo class where I had to produce film and go into the red room and keep my kids and animals away from it, and that kind of just turned me off. Now, I do have friends that print resin dioramas. So you don't want to say miniatures, they don't like that. So dioramas, and they're absolutely stunning, next level works of art. So yeah, in terms of quality, there's a place for them. They're unbelievable, just not for me. I don't like the whole chemical aspect of it. So FDM is for me. Resin is fast? Yeah, it's fast. Yeah, it is. Do most people buy each and individual parts for the Voron, or do they buy a kit? I would say most people buy a kit nowadays. There's still some people that want to self-source, or they have some old machines and a lot of hardware that they want to turn into something, which is something I'm going to look into as well, because I have 5 VoxLab Aquilas that I have no room for. So I'll definitely look into something like that, but most of the time a kit would be better. And then you just take your time. You have to have another functional machine. Or purchase the printed parts. Otherwise, you need to be able to print ABS. All right, let's see. So no LEDs are on, but I'm guessing because nothing is connected yet, I probably have to tell this thing where the machine is. First, let me get on the network and see if there's an update. Configuration, network. We'll jump on this one. Wow, high resolution. Actually, great looking screen for some reason. I just did this the other day, I feel like, but I don't remember what the screen looked like itself. But not bad. All right, we're gonna hit save. It's doing its thing. Let's see if we can get there through here. Trying to associate with this connection to, okay. We are connected. IP is 8. 192.168.8. Oh, looks like we are on mainsail, not fluid. Do we have fluid installed? No. What is it, 4408? No. All right, I'll have to install fluid just because I'm a little bit more proficient. But looks like they have their own style for everything, and everything is in here and working. I kind of want to hit home, but I'm not sure about that leveling sensor. I think I have to do that first. Yeah, everything's in here. Looks like it was calibrated at some point in 2002. Well, that was easy. Everything's working, nice and simple. For those that have this machine, by the way, I hear that for a lot from people, but all of my machines are on fluid. There's no, I'm not gonna switch at the moment. I have no reason to. I'm not missing anything in fluid. I've not one time have been like, oh man, I really wish fluid had this. I'm super happy with it, and I'm just more proficient where everything is. Otherwise, it's the same. Preheat setting alone is worth it. Okay, so hold on. So this being its own thing, let me see if I go to system. Okay, here we go, update. Let's do... Okay, maybe I clicked too many times. But we got black screen. Unless I clicked restart. I might have. Configuration, system. Let's do update. Here we go. We're going to update everything. Let's go. I just want to get the update. I want to get a bed mesh going, print something, and then we'll see what time it is. And what we'll do is... I love the fact that that logo is blue. What we'll do is I'll probably use that script helper and get the bare bones Clipper interface on here. Oops, I thought it was done. Draft shield. Boot to mainsail, Mac to Windows. Ah, that's good. Yeah, I see that. I can see that. Yeah, that's something that draws me to Fluid more. I can't really explain it, but like I said, I don't have a single thing. Also, there's a big misconception about some Macs that people tend to have. The Mac is not iOS. Like, a lot of people see the iPhone and are like, oh, you can't do anything. I can do literally anything on the Mac, like anything I want, and more so than I can on Windows sometimes, because on Windows, I can't just run... Well, you can run virtual machines on Windows, but they're so much easier on Mac OS. And with the new ARM chips, everything is so blazing fast. It's unbelievable. You know, I have two custom-built machines, modern machines, one with a 4070, one with a 3070, both AMD machines. You know, I have gaming rigs that I've built myself, but they don't compare to the MacBook Pro. They're just not the same in any single way. I don't think they're not even in the same league. But I don't know why I got into that. But yeah, I just like the simplicity of Fluid. It looks nice and clean, and it gets out of my way when I need it, and it does everything I want. Feder, what is it? Absolute max speed you can get any of your machines to go. Like, I know that the K1 says max is like 600, but we all know it can be pushed much faster than that. I've actually, to be honest with you, I've never tried to print, I've never tried to go as fast as I can on any of my machines. I tend to try to get the quality the best I can, and then I slowly increase the speed until I don't see that anymore. I believe the Trident I'm printing on at 300, and the quality is just so good. I have zero reason to need to go any faster. Maybe I'm just patient or something, but I'm finding around 300 is where I tend to stick on pretty much everything. And then I had the FlashForge 5M just blasting away, and it was too fast. It was going so fast the cover that's magnetized would come off. So I actually turned it down to like 250 or something. And it prints so blazing fast, you still don't even need to go that fast. So maybe I'm the wrong person to ask. But yeah, I've been printing so much lately, more than I ever have, I think, in a long time. Just the size of the projects and the amount of projects I've been doing lately. The amount of empty spools I have right now are probably more than many months combined. They're fast. They're so fast already. I haven't had the personal boredom to try to go any faster. I have a feeling that maybe if you have one machine or two machines, maybe that's a thing. But yeah, to answer your question is, I don't know. I tend to just go for quality. If you guys saw this print, like, this is my goal. Being able to print ASA like this is my goal. So this is just the handle for the side of the Micron Plus. If I could get prints like this, I don't know. And that's at 300. This was what, an hour or something print? There's 2 of these and a whole bunch of other clips and stuff. Yeah, I just have no... I have no reason. I have no reason. Any of you guys know what's on this this little guy? Any ideas? Zach, when it first came out, I played for probably like a year and a half. Then I played shortly when Caldera came out. And then our little squad that we had kind of, I guess, got bored with it, stopped playing it, and Diablo 4 came out. I got into Diablo 4, and then I built a racing sim, and I haven't played anything but the racing sim in a while. I game on a Mac all the time. I run Windows. Diablo 4 runs perfect through a thing called Whiskey. Diablo 2 Resurrected runs perfect. I play, what's it called? SnowRunner in 5K on this laptop with a giant ultra-wide display. It can handle literally everything that I throw at it. I got a new camera, so I shoot in 6K, 24 frames, and it edits everything with LUTs to an SSD, you know, through Thunderbolt 4. I don't know. I just can't compare my Windows machines, and they're like, I wouldn't say they're the top of the line, but they're up there, and it's just not the same. What's in that mug? Well, the mug's empty now. That used to be coffee. Oh, it's not empty. This is some bourbon. And then I have a little bit of seltzer for later. You can't unless you put Windows on it. So, nope, not true. Nope, not true at all. Spencer, there's an app called Whiskey that bottles up Windows, and it runs it natively on Mac. At the same time, you just give it resources, kind of like a virtual machine in a way, and it runs amazing and unbelievable and full FPS. You can run pretty much almost any Windows game. There's a couple of DX12 games that don't work because DX12 can't convert to Metal live in the same way. But like I said, man, these new ARM chips with the new graphics, like I have an M1 Max, the new M3 Maxes they're 12 times faster than my laptop, which just boggles my mind. Yeah, it's really unbelievable. Is that injection molded? I love Diablo. Yeah, me too. If you put Windows on a Mac, then it'll work, but simply Mac OS. Oh, okay. Well, yes. But here's the thing. On Windows, you can't do anything Mac. You just can't. On Mac, you run all Linux. You run all Windows. You run everything on the Mac. It's not the other way. It just doesn't work. So any apps that you want to run, any Windows apps, I run in Parallels, an app called Parallels, and they open on Mac OS. So if I need to design anything that's only a Windows app, it just opens the app as if I'm running Windows, but inside of Mac OS. I don't have to dual boot. I don't have to wait for any loading. There's no virtual machine. It just opens the app as if it's running on Mac OS. Windows just can't do that. Editing media, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Final Cut Pro, yeah, that's what I use. Top of that glass, yeah, the glass is running out, man. Yeah. Apple tax is pretty steep. Yes, yes. If you are not in the creative field, so I'm Hotel Juliet. Thank you for bringing this up because I failed to mention it in my point. I am in the graphic design, user experience, web field, so I am constantly in editing software of some point. This major hobby of mine that takes over a majority of my life anyway, in the free time, involves editing video and streaming. Multiple cameras, everything is set up. So that type of stuff, multimedia type of stuff, is just handled better There's no drivers. There's no nonsense. There's no... Everything just kind of works in that sense for you if you're in the creative field. So yeah, if you're not though, if you're just a gamer or just a small hobbyist, yeah, forking out this kind of money is unreasonable. This for me is obviously a work expense, so I know I have that privilege, obviously, to be able to buy it for work. But you know, it's my everyday tool. I use it for business. This is how I make a living. I carry this laptop with me everywhere, and then when I come here, I plug it in. I plug in some dongles, and I plug in everything. I have, you know, I have my camera controls and audio controls. I have both my cameras. I have things charging. I have a display. Everything is just one wire. That's the cool part, is the Thunderbolt 4 single wire that also charges your laptop. That's just... The convenience level is so high. Plus the display on it is just brilliant. I have a series of extremely high-end displays for color correction, and believe me when I say the Apple displays, say what you will, but if you need color correction, they're the way to go. It's just malware. It feels like that a lot of the time. You know what I hate? One thing I hate the most about Windows, and I'm not necessarily a Windows hater. Like I said, I have two machines. I have two Windows machines that I love. But here's the thing. If I spend 2 days away from my Windows machine, the next time I turn it on, 90% of those apps are going to need to be updated, including Windows itself. And I'm not even exaggerating. The perfect example is my racing sim is at my office. So when I come to work and let's say I have 30 minutes, I just want to blow off some steam and drive a car around. I hop on and what do you know it? All the apps need updating. Windows needs updating. Graphics driver needs updating. That's so much more rare on a Mac that it's not even comparable. Yes, so that's another thing. So that's actually a major thing. So printer manufacturers haven't caught up to the whole trashes files, the ._ files that Mac adds on as like a record for what was happening. You know, for the search, the spotlight, and whatnot. So whenever you do anything on a drive on a Mac, whether you move files or add files or delete files, it adds hidden files. You don't see them on the Mac side. You'd see them on Linux and you'd see them on Windows, but you don't see them on a Mac. And you need a special app or specifically to like run a script file to be able to remove them. They're meant for convenience, they're meant for faster caching, things like that. But on a technical side, there are hidden files that get attached instantly as soon as you add a Mac. So when you're trying to use an Aquila or put anything on a different board, and it sees those files first, it throws errors and it can't do it. So I know, that's true. That is an actual downside. Yeah, yes, I agree. Yep, fact. Yep. Yeah, I had a 2010 before I bought this one, and it's still fine. My daughter uses that one now. I did have to replace the battery in it because I killed it. Man, this has been an extremely long update. Package update finished? Oh, updating system done, okay. Let's do system restart. I guess I should plug this in and see what's in there. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna root that with Gilu's script and run clean on that with some mainsail action. I'm an IT Windows guy. The updating drives me nuts, but keeps me in business. Yes, yeah. From that aspect, obviously, it's fantastic. Hey, Bryce. I only ever use Windows. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Hey, look at that. Okay, we got some new little splash. Yep. All right. So we should be good. Let's see if I could connect back into here. Sweet. All right, let's heat the bed to a good 60. Let's do, actually, I don't think we can heat the hot end up at all because of where that sensor is. One thing I want to know is why aren't the LEDs running? There should be a LED on. There we go. Boom. Nice. Cool. Beautiful. LED logo switch. Oh, you can turn it off. Okay, cool. I like it. I like the blue logo up there. I know I did it already a couple times, but bam! I love that up there. This thing is it's a monolith. What if you, okay, I'm gonna try to get that enclosure. This thing enclosed, it would be so stunning. What a machine. Yep, this is true, yeah. Also, new subscriber, heard interesting things about FLSun. Hey, welcome to the gang, welcome to the gang. I have also heard interesting things. If you're just popping in, I used to have the Super Racer, and I sold it because just space here in the studio was limited, and I needed that area for holding more than one machine back here. But I've missed it ever since. I've really wanted it ever since, and I'm really happy to have this. Let's see the fans. Okay, pretty quiet. So, looks like the velocity out of the box is set to a modest 400 with an 8,000 acceleration. Time-lapse setup, LEDs, hyperlapse. Hyperlapse, interesting. Bed level 1, bed level 2. All right, let's see what this thing wants me to do. I don't want to look at the manual, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. What's the bed at? The bed's at about 42 at the moment. So we're just gonna go configuration, calibrate, bed level, continue. All right, I'll let it heat up to where it needs to heat up. A little bit closer. It's about a 45 degrees right now. There we go. That's a nice little view, right? Here, let's get this out so you can see the front of it a little bit more. There we go. While this is happening, let's get some plastic. How about, where's that beautiful copper? There it is. This filament right here, this is a new filament from 3D Max. This is a beautiful filament. This is their PLA Plus copper. Look at this. If you guys saw the video from this morning, that one little statue, the, where is that thing? I don't remember what I did with it. But that one statue was printed in this, and it's just a beautiful color. Oh, I get this thing is so tall. I can't reach it. Wow. That's hilarious. I have to lower the table. That's ridiculous. All right. So this thing is taller. This thing is taller. This thing is taller than the Super Racer. And I thought the Super Racer was obnoxious. This is just... Can you... And guys... I'm a 240-pound, 5'10", blob of a man. And this thing is wider than my shoulders. This is just an absolute monstrosity. In a really cool way. It's built like an absolute tank. All right. Let's see. Are we up to temp? All right, one more minute or so. Oh yeah, the screen. No, the screen is fantastic. The screen is definitely fantastic. My whole thing here is I don't like that this has a little bit of FLSun's flavor in here. Obviously, I get it. It's their machine. It works nicely. This is easy. But I like the more raw Clipper experience. I'm a big fan of it. So I'm going to go that route after the machine is tested. I just prefer it. There's no actual difference. It's going to be the same. I just prefer that look of things. But I do like that this is themed. Like, this is super cool. Like, this looks great. Everything's where it needs to be. You can obviously get to everything. I have no issues with this. And obviously it's Clipper. You can do whatever. No files in here. I don't know if they deleted it after testing or whatnot here. Let's go to history. Okay, so they did some tests. Looks like an hour print and then a 30-minute print. Oh, I like that it shows the slicer. I never noticed that in Fluid. I guess that's one of the benefits of this. Completed and in progress. 58 minutes. Okay, that's good. Good test time. And that was on all three of these are 1, 2, and 3 files from the USB. Cool. Can I get to the USB from here? Let's see. If I go to print, USB disk, test models. Holy moly. Okay, calibration cube, the bolt, the rabbit, overhang test. Okay, so that bolt, we'll do the bolt when we're ready. All right, so let's go to configuration, bed level. Oh, also we'll do input shaper. Wait, does this have input shaper? Doesn't it? Does this have an input shaper in the toolhead? I don't think it does it? There's an ADXL config. Yeah, it's in there. Is it USB? USB. But it's not like included, so oops. It's just slightly different. Right? If we go down here, Delta calibrate, bed mesh, stepper. So they didn't put it in here. Input shaper. I don't know. I can't tell. You guys know? What are your opinions on the A1 series? As in like the A1 and A1 Mini? I think they're amazing. If you like them at all, go for it. I think they're an unbelievable way to get an AMS system. They're probably a perfect printer for the majority of people, to be honest. What things do you have for your sim? I'm thinking about making one. I have what's it called? Wow, can't believe I can't remember. I have a. Hold on, I'll try to find it. I have the Moza R7 system. Is it R7? Let's see. I think it's called R7. So I have. Oh, okay. I have the R5 with the larger wheel. I have the handbrake. I have the what's it called? The extra. I have the clutch pedal. I have the HGP shifter. If that's loaded faster, that would be nice. Yep, I have this guy, handbrake, and we have two of them side by side. My buddy's into MR2, so we set his up just like his MR2. Mine's set up like a rally car, so everything's real close reach. As far as the base itself goes, Simrig, what's it called? I can never remember the names of these things. There's just so many brands of everything everywhere. I mean, it's the one with the blue seat. SimLab. I have this cockpit. The Evo. I have this with a couple custom things. I have the monitor stand. I have this guy. I have the extended version of this that looks like this, with a widescreen on there. Yeah. And then as far as the seat, I bought a really inexpensive racing seat from Amazon. And then we have rumble setup. So I have one in the pedals and one under my seat. So the seat suspension, the one under the pedals is the motor and transmission associated things. And then I set up a camera that follows my head. So even though it's not virtual reality, if I look at my head, the guy turns his head in the car. Input Shaper's additional probe. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a kind of a bummer. Hey, Wilmar, thank you very much. I appreciate this. Thank you for those 5 gifted memberships, man. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. When are we getting an office store? I might have an opportunity to have to do not a stream, but a video from there. Just because of a machine that I have there for testing. So you might see the office at some point. Okay, let's keep going. So let's do calibrate, right? Is that what it said? Bed level, calibrate, continue. Let's see how it do. It's gonna go to the top, switch, switch, switch. There we go. And then we're gonna come back down. There's that click. You guys see the light? So almost kind of like how Z-tilt on a bed machine. It's gonna go to the 3 corners and take a gander. Oh, actually, this is gonna do 5 points. 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, it's gonna do 5 points. That's interesting. I thought they did 3 where the rods are. Looks like 6 points. And then that way it knows the furthest the rods can go, but it looks like it does it a little bit differently. I like that nice audible click. Okay, so now the machine technically should be leveled as far as leveling goes. We're still gonna have to do a Z calibration and then a bed mesh as well. Yeah, super smooth movements, yeah. All right, that's nice. So it went ahead and restarted it because it added that information to the machine. Yep, right here. It did a full save config. Now that it's back, let me go back to 60 on the bed. And it's not too far off, so what we'll do is we'll continue. So now we need to go to configurations, bed, and then bed mesh. Also, I do have a USB input shaper that I can throw on here pretty quickly, but I'm assuming it has some input shaping in the code. All right, now we're doing bed mesh, so let's do that. Continue. Let it do its thing. Kind of weird that it doesn't turn on the LED, but I'm guessing it does it on start print. Like, I want the LED on. Give me the LED. Guys, it looks like we have just a little over 30 minutes left in our giveaway. There is a pinned comment at the top of the chat that'll take you to a gleam.io link where you can enter to win a spool of PLA Plus from 3D Max. All right, looks like we are meshing. It's going to go around the edge. Right, Delta does it a little bit differently, doesn't it? From what I remember. It's been a while. Also, the movement is completely silent. So, not that it's moving fast. But it does have decoupled motors. Those motors are on a... they're not directly connected to the metal. So, it's pretty silent. Cheers. Now that I leaked the ice melt directly onto my pants. Boob sweat. the name, man. Always been interested in Delta machines, just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I was the same way until the FLSun, and then I don't know what the reason is for not buying this. It's because of the sheer size, to be honest. But man, this thing is a pleasure to look at, I'll tell you. It is just plain cool looking. And it looks like, can I print this piece, the tool head? Like the tool head cover, the fan cover? Is there a printable version? It looks like it. It'd be cool to add a little bit of color. It looks like most of the LEDs on here are blue. It'd be nice to have a blue cover on that. Yeah, the pad, I'm sure there's a printable version. There's extrusions right here that come out, so there's got to be some kind of mount you can put on here to mount this thing. But like I said, I get why this is here like this, because this machine doesn't fit into some situations. So this might be the only way that you could have it over there in some corner of your work area and have this thing, you know, over here. So it makes sense. It makes sense that it moves. I just don't like this flimsy thing. Did you know? All right, looks like we're done, and I wonder if it's going to do another save. Once it homes. Yep, it will. Disconnected, lights went on. Cool. It definitely boots extremely fast. It comes back on very, very fast. All right, we'll keep the bed at 60. And let's get some filament in there. Let's go 200 on the hot end. And let's remove our sensor. I'll just put it on top for now. Keep it connected. And as far as filament goes, I'll just wait until it's hot enough, and I'll use the menus to extrude. Let's see how you do it in here. Extruder is here. We'll move 100 at 5. Whoops. Oh, is this set to 50 max? I bet it is. Nope, 25 max. Interesting. Oh, nope. Can I click it like this? This is something you can change in the config, obviously. Since it's Clipper, you can modify any part of this thing with no worry. Yeah, okay. What are we at? 180. Give it a few more. Oh, looks like we had some white filament in there. That block is huge. Looks like it heats much faster than I expected, actually. All right, let's do extrude. There we go. You know, I just realized that this is silk filament, probably not the best idea for super fast printing, but that's okay. Ordered 100 RGB LEDs for Dragon Burners. Nice. Yeah, I have one of those, like, big things around LEDs, Jeff. I don't think a lac enclosure is gonna work. Maybe one for the bottom for this to sit on, but no, I don't think so. I don't think this one. I don't think we're gonna be lacking with this one. Let's get a little more purged out of there. Does the Elegoo 4 Plus fit onto an IKEA lac enclosure? That's a good question. The Plus might. The Plus might. The Max definitely won't. Hard to say. All right, let's get this thing printing something so that we have a print at the end. All right. So the printer knows where home is. It has done a, oh, we haven't done Z level, but that's what we needed the filament in here for. So configuration, bed level, Z calibrate. Oh, do I need the home first? Let's see, the manual tells me anything funky. Oh, remove the leveling switch. Go to bed level, move Z0. A little bit of a procedure you gotta remember. But nothing crazy. And then I'll use my leveling card over here, the Chitty Tech leveling card that's been scarred for life. So this is just gonna move to 0, and it warned me about having a sensor on there. And then once it does, we will say Z calibrate and make some adjustments. Okay, Z calibrate. And let's go down. I think I was talking about with somebody earlier on the Discord. I definitely think that manufacturers need to include like a metal card with their machines so that this type of thing, if it's still manual on their machine, it should be extremely precise. And instead of giving us all kinds of abilities to have our very first initial experience be worsened. You know, because our piece of paper was thicker, or we just didn't understand how to do it right, you know? Obviously, I don't think that's going to be a problem in the future because everything is kind of moving towards automatic Z leveling. All right, is there a save button? Z plus adjust, there's slight friction, yep. At this time, the distance between the nozzle and the hotbed is most suitable. Click the back button to return the home page. Okay, and that's it, and then click home. All right, so technically speaking, it looks like the Z offset was saved to the screen. I'm actually, once this thing homes, I'm actually gonna save it again. Oh, like that's home. Okay, I'm gonna hit save on the Z offset here so that it saves it to the config. That way I won't need, you know, won't be worried that I forgot or something. Hey Jack, how you doing? Printing books. Feeler gauges. I know, Walkman. But I don't think a manufacturer is going to give you a feeler gauges. I just don't think that's necessary. But some kind of card, like they do with laser engravers, you just place the card down, you use it, push the nozzle down, and you're done. The problem is a lot of beds have springs, and the people that don't know how to level are almost 100% gonna push that thing down to the point where there's spring tension on the bed, and there's just no way of winning. It has to be automatic for the general public. Or you have to just learn how to do it by any means necessary. I've been leveling with a piece of paper for the past, what, 5-6 years? It's fine. It's fine. It's not, this isn't CNC. It doesn't have to be that precise. All right, let's go here and let's do the knurling bolt and nut. We're going to hit print. Now let's see how this thing handles that. Hey, how about you focus here? Thank you. All right, so we don't get a preview on here, but that might be just because it hasn't been sliced. Doing a purge. Long purge. All right, let's see that first layer. Looks like it is a little high. Fine tuning Z. Yeah, let's lower that Z and redo. Actually, a good model to do this on. Turn on my LEDs. Where are my LEDs at? I need to see. That needs to be defaulted. I want the lights on always. That is a way better Z offset right there. That looks smooth. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna wait a second for that to go up, and then I'm gonna save that. All right, we're gonna save the Z offset. Once again, that's why I want the, the standard Clipper experience on here, the Clipper screen, instead of this, just because I'll know exactly what it's doing without guessing what FLSun is doing, if that makes sense. Let's do LED. All right, let's go back to, is there a reprint section like in Fluid? I guess not. Are the files somewhere else? Reprint. Yeah, there's some things that are better in Fluid than here, for sure. Just smoother. But that's just an argument for who likes vanilla, who likes chocolate. It doesn't matter. All right, let's see. No spoilers. It's the I'll tell you in a sec. Hold on, let me make sure this is going good. Last thing I'd want to do is mess up this build plate. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, that looks good. Yep. It is the Artillery Sidewinder X4 Plus. And it's not on their website yet. I think it comes out soon. There's a larger version, a Plus model, and a smaller version. So very, very similar to the two machines that I talked about today. And we will see if it tries to solve the problems that the other two had. That's what I'll be excited to find out. Yes, this is Clipper does Delta and does it well. I'm wondering why they sliced this so slow. This machine is so capable. This is too slow of a print of a test print. Since this is the first, yeah, I mean it's going at 25 millimeters per second. Hold on, we can turn that up. That's this is 1%. Hold on, let me click. This is just not. It's not okay. This thing is capable of crazy speeds. Let's at least get through the first layer faster. Here, let's go 150. The first layer looks really nice. How can I get you guys in there a little bit better? Let's see. Let's do this. The amount of LEDs and their power is high. Hold on, I got you. Let's turn this down. There we go. And then let's zoomy zoom zoom. Let's see if it likes this. All right, the focus is not the best there. Let me see. Focus on my hand. Ooh, where are you going? There we go. Now we got some focus. This is a significantly larger bolt and screw than from what I remember on the Super Racer. Yeah, I mean completely silent. I know this is the first layer, and it's not going full blast yet, but it's definitely completely silent. Looks like my camera has a hard time focusing on where the light is. You can see that the disc on the left there is in focus, but the one on the right is not because of the bright light. Yeah, I remember looking at the Super Racer, going like, oh, I'll change this, because at Bowden, even though I had never had a single problem with the Bowden. Actually, this whole wall up here is printed on that machine. I thought that Bowden was actually really nice. But I always like wanted to do certain things to it that I just never got around to. But on this one, what are you going to do? I would just tune the clipper a bit more to my liking, maybe set some macros that I like. But that's it, really. It doesn't really need anything. There we go. This is what I expected. What's the temperature it's printing at? 210? I'm going to turn it up to 220 just because that would seem correct. 60 on the bed, 220. Guys, there's about 20 minutes left in the giveaway. If you guys want to jump into that, that is a pinned comment on the top of the chat. All right. So it looks like we're printing at around 110 millimeters per second. And we'll see. It's hard to tell with this interface how long things will take, which, like I said, I don't really like that much. But I will change all that later. So the slicer is saying 1 hour 40 minutes for this print. It's obviously too long. Yeah, we're cooking now. Yeah, I mean, this thing is definitely super capable, and this print does not showcase that at all. All right, now the fans are running. Man, this is so much quieter than pretty much anything I've been printing with, except for that Voron. The Trident is also very silent. That's gorgeous. What a cool machine. What a cool machine. You guys have any questions for me? I'm going to catch up with the chat here. Chocolate is superior. Back to that Cavo. Nobody likes vanilla unless they're out of chocolate. Pump up the volume. Send it. Yes. I wonder if Delta is still the fastest. Jack, according to FLSun, it is. With their newer machines, the S1 and T1 that are coming out. The speeds that are listed for those two machines are so high that it seems fake. So we will see how it works in practice. Core XY has obviously taken over because it's more efficient with space than Delta. But Delta is super fun. 3D printers do not need to be boring. And, you know, you don't have to choose that way. You can. You're more than welcome to, but they don't have to be boring. I know that's not for everybody. And the space that this requires is substantial. There's no way around that. I mean, it is almost touching my ceiling. I'm not kidding. So yeah, I get it. Put my hand in here without getting clipped. There we go. Focus. Try shutting the LED light off on the print. Oh, okay. Yep. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Okay, that might work better. What do you guys think? Is that better? We could turn the brightness up a bit manually too. Let's see. No, that makes it a little grainy. There we go. How is that right there? I can feel the air coming over here, actually. I guess that one fan is kind of blowing in this direction as well. So we have a 40mm fan for the cooling of the hot end. And the heat sink itself is like integrated into the actual hot end itself and into the extruder. So that whole thing, the heat sink, is for the extruder and the hot end. And then we have two 40-10 blowers on the sides. And yeah, this would be really easy to CPAP. You know, Andre, thanks for the tip. I think this is probably better. Maybe it's a little bit worse in quality just because it's somewhat dark. Yeah, let me let it focus on my hand real quick. I mean, I do have it zoomed in super far. Well, let's see if I can zoom out and maybe just put the camera closer. Problem with that is it has to go, the view gets higher and higher. I wanted it to be kind of lower. There we go, we got the FLSun logo in there. What is the speed of the print now? Looks like it's averaging about, what, 60, 70? 170 right there, 195, 195, 170, 300 on the move. Doing the outside at 70, 60, 70. So yeah, it just depends. It can't accelerate, like the print is too small, so it can't like go faster, really. But I don't think this is a print that's meant to push the speed of the machine. In fact, like I mentioned, it's way bigger than normal. Usually this model is somewhat small. They made it much larger. Yeah, it looks like it's doing like knurling all the way around the edge, so it's not just going in smooth circles, it's making kind of movements all over. I've had all the FLSun printers to date. Just live, I love seeing a Delta running. Me too. I mostly use Core XY machines now, but I keep the Deltas running as a hobby machine while the Core machines do the work. Anthony, this is what I agree. I don't know if any of these will replace my Vorons, at least at the moment, but man, is this thing cool. Like I said, it's like this monolithic machine. And if somebody comes down here, they're always like stunned to see just everything. Obviously, because it's not an everyday thing you see. But if this is here, this is going to be the talk of the whole thing. This is like, oh, check this out. So if they look at a printer that looks like an appliance, it doesn't look cool. Like to a normal person, it's just a microwave. It looks like nothing. Unless it's, you know, color coded or you did some mods to it or something. Or the print is in it, you know. But this thing, I mean, this thing looks cool sitting. And what speed does your Voron print at? I have it at around 300. But like I said, that's me cutting my own print. This is something that's off the SD card. This machine should be just as capable as my Voron, as far as I understand. Yeah, I mean, I just saw 270 on the speed. So it just depends on which part it's doing. Yeah, it looks like 170 on the infill, 190, 290 on the move. So 300 move, there's 326 there. So, yeah, it's not bad. This is pretty good. Have you seen the new Frozen Acro? I have. Yeah, I tried to contact them a long time ago. I never got a reply back. Seems like a really cool machine. Seems like they took Voron 2.4, liked the ideas of having that lower center of gravity with the bed not moving, and made a lead screw version instead of belts. Definitely the best kind of 3D printer to watch work. Yeah, I think so. What extruder do they use on that model? It's kind of like their own. Here, let's see. Got some photos of it here. Oh, down below. Right here. So the extruder is kind of like just fully integrated in. Hard to see the heatsink here, but the heatsink is a part. The extruder is the heatsink for the hot end, and so is the entire flying. What's this thing called? Effector, I think they call them on these things. Like this whole thing is a heatsink with the heatsink on the front. It's definitely a cool concept. Can we see it any better in here? Yeah, like there's fins behind it, but you can't see it that well from there. Maybe here? No. Yeah, like see this is a volcano nozzle with a volcano-sized block here, and it heated fast. It heated faster than I expected. Also worth noting that the heat cartridge goes up and down, so the whole nozzle gets the heat instead of the block getting heat in a perpendicular manner. So this is definitely a stronger way to have heat. What else do they tell us? Guys, there's about 10 minutes left in the giveaway, by the way. Right, 9 minutes left. We got 54 people entered, so pretty good chances to win. Hop in there and get yourself a spool of PLA Plus from 3D Max. You have to be present. You have to be in the United States. But why not? Why not? Oh, I'm so behind on the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This thing pops in here and there. Sometimes it just doesn't load until I click this, and then it loads like crazy. Hey, look, this is green. Hey, Anthony, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. Or becoming a member? Oh yeah, become a member. Nice, thank you. Appreciate that. Question: how often should I change the hot end nozzles, and what's a good indication the nozzle needs changing? Depends on the type of material that you print. If you're just printing PLA or PETG, you should be, or TPU, you should be good for a little while. Usually, if you haven't changed any settings or changed to a different filament altogether, and you start to see some degradation in quality, just something isn't right, it usually means the nozzle is a bit worn and just the flow has changed. And I usually say, when in doubt, nozzle out. That actually could be a shirt, can't it? When in doubt, nozzle out. It's really inexpensive. It's a really quick way to see if that is a problem if you're having extrusion issues. But if you're printing carbon fiber and you didn't buy a hardened nozzle, expect to swap very quickly. It could even be, if you're doing one large print, it could be that fast. You can easily speed up the print more. Yeah, I think so. You think I should send it, guys? Here, we'll go 200 speed. What the actual flow rate is? Let's see what kind of flow rates we're showing. Obviously, really low at the moment because it's doing the knurled parts. 20. 48. Wow, 48 is massive. Looks like about 8 on the outside there. Oh yeah, we're cooking now. So it looks like it goes around 14, 15 when it does infill, which is very high. That's high for just a regular CHT ceramic. Yeah, it looks like 14, 17. Not bad. And let's see what the speeds are. So it's going around 60 right now, 70. Looks like the infill is around 200, just under. The move speed was 400. So yeah, we're getting a little bit closer to what speeds are like when it should be printing normal. And as far as quality goes, it looks great. I wonder, here, bear with me guys for a second. I wonder if I should undo this. Bear with me. Let's get this, can I get it like over here? I will refocus it in a second. How's this view? There we go. How's that? Is that cooler? I'll zoom out a bit because I have some control over the zoom. There we go. Let's do that. Let's move this. It's trying to focus on the back there, but maybe if I move it a little more. Yeah, it likes the it likes the zoom on the Voron back there. Focus close. Don't look at the Voron. Look at this machine. Stop it. Alright, maybe not. It won't work. Yeah, it just wants to stick back there. And look at the flying bear. That was worth a shot. Alright, it was worth a shot, sorry. Okay, let's try, what if I do this? Can we prop you up like that, maybe? Just want to get it in there closer so you can see the quality, you know? Now it's focusing on my board game shelf. You know what? I'm going to go manual focus. Hold on. We have the technology. There we go. Manual focus. Hey, here we go. There we go. We have the tech. We have the tech. And then when the print gets a little taller, we can go this way. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky because it's touching the machine. Here, let me move it back just a hair. There we go. Cool, I dig it. It's impressive with all that weight on the effector. Yeah, I mean, everything on there is pretty lightweight, technically speaking. What's the size of the bed? It's 300 around and 410 up. Any tips to reduce oozing while waiting for a print to start? Yes, in your configuration, if you can, have the machine go to 150 degrees instead of your full thing. So if you're doing leveling or meshing beforehand, have it at 150 degrees instead of your full 200 or 260, depending on what you're printing. That way the filament is ready and things are somewhat heated, but not enough to ooze. The other thing you can do is before printing, just retract it about 10 millimeters or so, just to kind of get it out of there. Looks like it should be Mission Impossible movies. Yeah. Yeah, CF rods look cool too. If it hits your fingers, it may affect. End effector. Nice. All right, let's put this back while this thing's going. How much time we got left? Oh, we got minutes left. I got distracted. 110 seconds, everybody. If you guys want to jump in on the giveaway, there's a pinned comment. You might be able to get in there. 100 seconds left. Should be plenty of time. So get in there. Get yourself a chance to win a spool of PLA Plus by 3D Max. Great filament. We're printing in PLA Plus right now. And it is nice. It is nice looking. By the way, I still haven't gotten the piano wire that I need for the plane. I need to do that because I'd like to get the plane a little bit more further along. Let's take these prints off and see what they're all about. On the Voron over here. All right, we got a couple handles. We got some hinges. That's for the door. Little baby handle for the door. That'll have some magnets in it. Typically, they got magnets. I guess this thing's VHB taped. Yeah, typically there's 2 magnets that go here, right? Let me see how they did it. Oh no, where did the magnets go? Oh, they slide into the side? Wait, what? Wait, where are the magnets on the door? Oh, they're underneath. Why doesn't this have it? That's kind of odd. Oh, because this Micron uses these. Ah. All right, that'll be on there with 2 magnets in it, and that will match up with the door. Okay, I see. Yeah, this print is just crazy. Here's a tiny little piece, and look, got a little logo detail on there. Pretty epic. Pretty epic stuff. And all this can go along with this tub of goodies. Put that up there. I just realized I never greased anything with the grease that it came with, but that's okay. So for those that have never done it, this is what it's like to prep for a Voron build where you're printing yourself. As in, I just have a tub just completely packed to the brim with prints. And I'm almost out of filament. I got to put in a request for 3D Max because I want both of the filaments used to be 3D Max filaments. I'm going to move this thing just a hair up just before it touches the top so I can stand comfortably. Okay, that's it. That will touch the ceiling. Obnoxious. It's obnoxious. Yeah, one thing I gotta say, the only thing so far that I don't like is I don't like this cable sheathing. I am gonna take that off and put on a soft tubing. Since everything unplugs really easily, it'd be so easy to to put different tubing on there. I just don't like it. I don't like the plasticky feel. It's like hitting this and kind of making a vibration sound on the filament. It's just unnecessary. The other thing, technically, like especially if you're going to enclose this machine, getting a PTFE tube all the way, I guess it wouldn't matter if it's enclosed, but getting a PTFE tube, I guess it would be tricky because it would try to coil up when it goes up to the top. I guess the filament would do it anyway. I don't know. Yeah, it has its own little challenges, doesn't it, this machine? But yeah, I would love to have a spool of filament there instead of on the top. Inside. They definitely had the right idea. All right, let's get to the giveaway. Once again, my chat wasn't working. All these little OBS issues. What do you print the most? PLA, PDA? I print ASA the most. ABS is probably the closest next. And then when I test machines, I print PLA because the majority of people are going to be printing PLA, so I do that. Jeff, not on Micron. Yeah, I didn't see the chat. It was all stationary on my end. Yeah, the rods were mass considered. Take a tile out. What do you mean? Oh, for the ceiling. That's funny. Giveaway, ready? Yes. Yes, Drew. All right, let's do it. Okay. 57 people entered. Not too bad. All right, I'm going to go to my other screen. Remember, you must be in the United States, present, and have filled it out. I'm going to go to winner. I'm going to go to draw winner. We're going to go to draw. Are you in the United States? Yes, but you didn't answer the question. Okay, I'm going to revoke win. Repick. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ha, that's funny. Announce winners in widget. Announce with avatar. Announce. Congratulations to our MVP, Jeff. Jeff Montgomery, you have won yourself a spool of PLA Plus. I'm happy to you, man. You haven't won one, and you've been in a lot of these streams. This is my 41st stream where I've given away a spool of filament from 3D Max. So 41 spools. Jeff, I think you know the deal already. You have to email me a spool that's in stock from their website and your address. I know you're in here somewhere. There he is. As Zumi said, pick another. You sure, Jeff? I'll do it if you tell me. I think JP did the same thing last time. My name's Jeff. David. Nice one, dude. I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna do it. I feel bad doing it because I feel like you deserve a spool. I might veto, Jeff. I think you should get yourself a spool of filament. Like I said, man, you support me more than most. You've been to almost every single one of these, if not every single one of these streams. I got spools. Oh, true. Okay, yeah. But that's because you put in a ton of work and you won that fair and square. Yeah, Jeff deserves it. Have anyone else been in a stream? Has anyone been in the stream and not seen Jeff here? You know what I mean? Jeff said, give it to me. Nice, Drew. Yeah, Jeff, you know the deal, man. I want to give it to you. I know you want to be a nice dude, and I want to be a nice one, too. I want to give you a spool. So hook me up with an email with your selection and your address, all right? I'd love to send you one. Well, I'm not sending. I'd love for 3D Max to send you one, okay? And I do always select the repeat winners. I don't mind repeat winners. I think it's cool that you guys continue to show up. So if you win again and you're feeling the same way, I'm not going to be as pushy. But, you know, you won fair and square, man. I'd like to give you one. Hey, Diecast, what's up, man? Yeah, huge congrats. All right, so I'll stay streaming a little bit longer if you guys want to just hang out for a bit. you know, usually a bunch of people drop off after the giveaway, which is fair. That's a pretty good incentive to stay. But I kind of want to see where this goes, and maybe we'll kick it up a notch and print. It looks like it's printing perfectly and just absolutely beautifully. And keep in mind, this is silk PLA, so I'm thinking we'll go a little faster. What do you guys think? Frank, whoops. Frank, yes. I can't click on your name. Why can't I click? What the heck? Why can't I click? There we go. Yes. Let me double check. Yeah, I have you in here. So, just so you know, Frank, they're not going to immediately send it. They usually take like a week or two. They wait until I give them a bunch of names, and then they ship them all together. So that they ship on, they save on shipping, which makes sense. They're doing this for free for me. So sometimes it takes around 2 weeks for them to ship anything out. But I have your info, and once I get Jeff's info and whoever wins Wednesday on the Wednesday stream, that will probably be a group that goes together. All right. So just so you know, you'll get it. Everyone, I don't actually know if. Out of the 41 plus all the other giveaways that we've done, everyone has received their filament. It just sometimes takes a second. It takes a little bit, which I am not going to be pushy whatsoever for free stuff, you know? But yeah, I got it. Wait, stream only lost one person? That's rare. Usually like more than half leave. He's printing a nut and bolt. It's true. Much less a repeat winner. What's your recommendation for lubrication on rods? I actually just did a video on this. Dry PTFE grease is good stuff. Usually companies give you... Oh, right, the camera's over here. They usually give you stuff like this. I personally use this tube, and I have forever. I don't know. So when it gets too short, I cut it. This is generic all-purpose PTFE grease, and this used to be a really tall tube. I think this is from Walmart or Target. But that's what I tend to use. Obviously, if I get something like this, I think this is from Creality Machines. I just use this until it's out. Yeah, let me just toss those in there. But yeah, that's what I tend to use. But I just did a video with a link to like Super Lube, I believe it was called. Someone said that it's stinky stuff, but that's the part that that's the stuff that I was always recommended, and I was always like, oh, this stuff will end, and I'll buy it, and they just last forever. I can see these gimbal type of printer can be fast. But are they as accurate as the fast standard XYZ printer? Oh yeah, they're totally as accurate. Technically speaking, these should technically be faster, I think, because the movement here is way smaller than the way smaller than the movement at the head. So I think the limitation of these machines, of these Delta machines, is just the size. That's their issue. They're massive. They're big machines. They have huge chambers. It took me 15 days when I won. Yeah, so like a 2-week period, yeah. I go through 100 rolls a week. Wow. You better be ordering with my code, man. Samuel. That's 5% off, dude. If you're ordering 100 rolls a week, I could save you some big bucks, dude. It looks like you lost a couple of your small printed parts by the screen there. Oh yeah, look at that. How'd you see that? How'd you see that, Frank? How did you see that? This is such a tiny piece. How in the heck, dude? Thank you. I appreciate it. But that's kind of incredible that you saw that. What are those knobs? I think it's a nut and a bolt, so we should be able to see how it fits as well when it's done. Usually 2 to 3 weeks, you'll get your brick of filament. Yeah. It will come wrapped in black packaging. Oh, it's knurling. Yes, it's knurling. Any IDEX printers in the pipeline? I tried to contact Snapmaker, because I think they probably have one of the top dogs at the moment. But they did not like that they sent me this over a year ago and I never did it. I have the Snapmaker 2.0 still in a box. I never did a video on it, so I don't think they'll be sending me a machine. To be fair, I don't blame them, but I've always asked if people wanted me to do the Snapmaker, and it's always not voted in. So it's kind of just been there for a while. You know, that one IDEX that's sitting on the floor over there now, it's for sale at the moment. The Tronxy Gemini S is actually a pretty good IDEX machine. It's just by today's standards, no one really wants to deal with Bowden. But I've always had really good quality with that thing. I just don't really use it that much. I do want to turn my Micron into a dual, well, not an IDEX, but a tool changer. But I'm going to build it standard first and then go from there. I got the QQS Pro recently. Plan to see how close I can upgrade it to the V400 specs. That's on sale for $169 delivered. Yeah, I did actually see that. They are very inexpensive in a few places, and there's like a big following for them. There's a big aftermarket for those machines. Obviously, it's not as robust, right? Like, you shouldn't be surprised about that. Smaller everything by quite a bit. This thing is just an absolute behemoth of a machine. But you should be able to get pretty close. If not to this, then close to the Super Racer, which is nothing to shake a stick at, you know? Gotta sleep. All right, Luke. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, nice. Okay. Pick straight from... Oh, okay. Found out that you live in Florida, run print farm full-time. Oh, cool. Yeah, you're literally local. Yeah, that's cool. I think you can still use 3D Print SOS to get that code. To get 5% off. Because it doesn't matter how much you order. You get 5% off your entire order with that thing. And sometimes it works on top of their other sales. TPU. What machine do you have, Drew? If it's a direct drive machine, you should be pretty close to being able to print it pretty easily. If you have a Bowden setup, you might have to do a couple of modifications. Deltas aren't as accurate because the math changes slightly on the further edges, improves slightly with more calibration. I don't know the absolute technicals of that. But I feel like they've conquered that. I've done every mod to the QQS and it won't match the V400. Right, I just assume because it is just smaller in every way, and just not quite as robust in the motor department, the belt department, the rod department, right? Otherwise, it should be pretty good. Yeah, me too. I can back this up. Chitty has always sent me parts to get my machine up to par every time it wasn't. Actually, the only machine that they haven't sent me anything for is the X Smart 3, which always surprised me because technically it could use pretty much everything the Max and the Plus 3 got. I'm still waiting for them to send me stuff for that. I'm not sure what happened or why. IDEX is ideal for dense supports and no poop and perch towers. You're right. All right, well, okay, guys, look. So I'm going to turn the speed up. Yeah, Don, I have a link down below if you want to get to it directly. I think so. This is so much machine. This is so much machine. I definitely want to see the enclosure for this. I want to see how it handles ABS and ASA with an enclosure, how the hardware does with an enclosure. I think that'll be pretty major. I'm gonna. So look, what I wanted to say was, you guys see the quality. The quality here is superb. I'm very happy with it. With that said, it's at 200%. I don't know if it'll let me go faster. It will. I'm gonna go to 300, and I'm gonna turn the temperature up. I'm gonna turn the temp up by 5 degrees. So we're at 225. Let me go ahead and copy this IP address and put it over here with my favorites so that I can bookmark it for later. Add bookmark. This is the FLSun V400. Add. Okay, and what I'll do is I'm definitely gonna make this. I'm definitely gonna make this thing. Definitely gonna remove the FLSun interface and do custom clipper on here through the Gillows page. Yeah, I mean, that is so nice, and the fact that it's quiet. It's so surprisingly quiet. It's as loud as 3 40mm fans. It's not even as loud as a 5015, you know? And this isn't even like hyper PLA or anything. This is just a really slow sliced file printing silk. I'm gonna act like a baby and head out. All right, Zoomy. Thank you for popping in here as always. I'll talk to you later in the Discord. Delta Kinematics machines are much more accurate. Yeah, I always heard that they're super accurate, but you know, I'm no engineer, so I don't know. That's why I was like, wait, I don't know. Quality's horrendous. Good night. Deltas use trigonometry. Well, I missed it. Deltas use trigonometry instead of geometry like Cartesian printers. Right. Fair. No, Frank, I would literally just sit here and watch this thing. Like, I know you guys can't see it. You can't see like all the rods move because I put the camera all the way up there. But when you watch the whole thing move and just it's just mesmerizing. So I dig it for sure. Yeah, I mean, the pricing on 3D printers is odd. 3D printers have become so much better than they were just a year ago, and yet at the same time the price is lower for everything that you're getting. And printers like this was what? This was $1,000 machine, right? So like this was $1,000 machine that's now $700. And you're getting so much more, like you're getting a ton of machine. The difference is, I guess, is that it's not enclosed. You could probably get a machine that's enclosed for this amount. But it is 300 by 300 by 400. So I would put this in the same territory as like a K1 Max. And a K1 Max is what, 400 something dollars? I mean 400, it's 800 something dollars. My Voron Trident, that was what, also like somewhere in the 800s. and that's a 300 by 300 by 300 machine, by 250, 300 by 300 by 250. So maybe I don't know. I think if this was $599. Also, this machine is going to have to drop in price by a lot when the other two machines come out. It just has to, because that T1 is around this price. I think it's $699. Yeah, this is a super capable machine. I dig it. I'm gonna have to use it for a little bit longer, and like to really. What are the downsides? What can the downsides be? Like, I usually don't know until I'm at least a week into printing before they start to creep up, like the everyday little use cases and stuff. But it's Clipper, and like it's like vanilla Clipper. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Is there a way to use phone apps that are for drawing in any of the 3D formats like STL? No, I don't know any for the phone. Like a Tinkercad type of thing for the phone, that'd be kind of cool. I get stuck watching a printer without it being a Delta. That would suck me in for hours. There's definitely times when it's super late night, and instead of going to sleep, I just spent some time just sitting and watching a print. Especially on the Vorons, that's happened before for sure. Especially I got like music playing, and I'll just watch a print, man. It's just something, it's just a little bit relaxing, and I don't know. It's just, yeah, I get it. Would the enclosure cause issues with the motherboard? It looks like the venting is on top. It might. The fan does blow downward. I wonder how they do handle that. I don't know. To answer that question, I don't know. Because it would trap a lot of heat up there. But you know what? That is from them. Like, this enclosure is official. So they've obviously tested it enough. Let's see if we can spot anything for the top. Like, it looks like everything is stock there. Here, let me give you guys the browser. So it's 3 panels with, I don't know what those are, maybe magnets or something. No, they get bolted on, so they're like rubber handles or something. Constant temperature, simple and easy installation, silent printing. Yeah, it would be really, really quiet. It would be completely silent. That's actually a huge strength, man. I have some machines in here that I literally turn off before live streams and videos because I can't use them. They're so loud. I don't know. I don't know how they achieved this. I guess the cooling could be sufficient under there. I'm not sure. Closure keeps the temperature around the print area stable, preventing heat loss, reducing warping issues, especially when printing materials that are apt to contract, such as ABS. Using grooves to fix the panels. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to put the enclosure together. Looks good like that. Looks really, really good. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Pre-owned. $400. Ooh. Has been repaired and tested by our service staff. There's no problems. It's directly from Amazon. Can I confirm the condition of the printer? Maybe returned by the customer personal reasons. Only after using it for a few days. Maybe used for several months. Have some faults. We will send you all the accessories you need to get this printer running again for free. You have certain repair skills. It's a very cost-effective business for you. That's kind of intriguing. I don't know. It won't like PETG? I don't know. None of my machines do. Yeah, I think in the past maybe 4 years, I've only printed one item in PETG, or two. I printed this huge Mario box for a Halloween costume for my daughter, because we were Mario themed. And that was a full spool of PETG, and it printed okay. But that's it. Spool holder, shape of the build plate. They're coming down with the T1. Yeah, yes. Yeah, the spool holder, I think that spool holder almost needs to be in here. Like, it would be pretty easy to mount. I just don't know where the spool would go, but it almost needs to be in here because it would just be such a better use of space. Also, I just realized where that air is coming from. The air is coming from the top. It's coming over here. I thought it was from here, but it's not. Nope. Yeah, it's not. None of this. Yeah, that fan that's up there is blowing like crazy. You can feel it on my hands. It's cold. Yeah, it is tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's not easy. You can. Well, you've seen my live streams. It's it can be pain. So Iceman, just to kind of like insult to injury to myself type of deal. The next machine, the next Voron I'm building, the Micron Plus, is going to be harder than the other two machines I've done by a lot. It's the size, it's the complexity of the larger 2.4 with the size of everything tiny and fiddly from the V0. So the V0 wasn't complicated, but it was hard because it's tiny and fiddly. And the Trident is cool, but it's big and, you know, large and in charge. So you put those two together, and it's going to be a challenge. I'm excited. They're printable mods that add ventilation to the top. Okay. Thanks, Lee. It's going to make me crazy, but I have to say, a delta is technically Cartesian. Oh, because it has individual motors moving the rods in and out, right? Like, the motor just moves the piece up and down, which is directly connected to a rod. How do you like the independent touchscreen of the V400? The additional small screen on other printers, which would benefit of brands that do this more often. So I really liked it on the video that I did today with the Elegoo. I really liked that that screen was removable, and it was one of the first times where I got to compare that directly side by side. One machine is printing and I have to go to the front and like go over to the sides there on the floor, and this machine I just picked it up standing, clicked some buttons and set it down. That's definitely nice. Not something that you think about at first. At first you're like, you don't need this, you don't want this. But it was actually nice. As far as this one being detachable, I guess it depends on where this thing is going to sit. Because like I said earlier, I think there's going to be situations where this thing is, like on the floor or off to the side somewhere, where you're not going to be able to have that in one spot if it was attached. You would have to have it somewhere else, or maybe like even pinned higher up here somewhere if this thing's on the ground. So it's probably a good thing that it's separate. I was slowly thinking about getting a pre-owned V400 for 400. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty darn good. If you put the spool inside, you'll need to modify the relocators. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think that's totally doable. Yeah, I think that's doable. Can't wait to watch that. I can hear my bed calling. Or maybe it was my wife. Hey, thanks for being here, Guy Fang. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Have you ever, whatever happened to the ANET clone? Did I miss the build? No, I still have it. Once again, one of those things where I constantly put it up in polls to do, and other machines just took precedence of it. So at the moment, I have 1, 2, 3 machines ahead of it. So as soon as I can get to it, I really want to, especially now that Nero did the build. I've had it for months at this point, and I just haven't got a chance to get to it. Now that Nero did it, I feel like it's sparked something in me. Here, a little spoiler. I bought an extinguisher. I bought an extinguisher for it. So I am prepped mentally, physically. Just got to get to it. 350 is a good size. 350 is a good size. It's super quiet. It's super quiet. Oh, look at that. We got some bridging going down. Yeah, I mean, that's printing as fast as my Voron's print. This thing is cooking. And it looks great. And also, there is profiles in Orca for this thing. Yeah, I can't even see it. It's so fast. Yeah, it's definitely cooking. Alright, we can close the giveaway, right? What time we got? 12:30. Alright, we'll close this. Yeah, this is something special right here. $400 for a used one. If you're at all capable of doing stuff yourself, that might be the ticket. It does say some contradicting things on here, though. Because here it says, the unit has been repaired and tested totally by our service staff. There's no problem to use, it says. But then it also says, we cannot confirm the condition of the printer. It may be returned by the customer for personal reasons, only after a few days. It may also be used for several months and have some faults. But we'll send you all the accessories to get it up and running again. So, oh, this says refurbished, this says used. Oh, and this one is, oh, okay, my bad. I missed that, guys. So this is, there isn't one, but used, they have some used ones. So used is not guaranteed, but they'll send you the parts to make it right. Interesting. I don't know. I'm okay with that, I think. $400 is... That's not bad. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of tough, but... Orca. I use Orca for everything. Everything if I can. Orca Slicer is the bomb at the moment. They have a refurbished Super Racer? Oh, okay. You know, even though this thing's about to be done at the top there, it's still gonna have to print the nut part. Like, I mean, the actual bolt part, which is probably gonna take a while. Alright, if we get out of this menu... Oh yeah, we're at 50%. Yeah, this is going to take a while, so I won't be able to finish it tonight. So I'll have to do like a short or something to let you guys know how it went. But man... I don't know. It's so mesmerizing. I can't even talk. Like, what's interesting is the way that, I guess because it's just the arms, it's like actually erecting an object. Obviously they all do that, but they don't look like they do this is so hard to explain. Because the arms are just like holding this piece, it almost looks like those animations that you see of like, what is 3D printing, like super general. That's what it reminds me of. It like looks like something it just was just erected out of nothing. Way more so than just something just moving left and right. Looking good. It looks really, really good. That has got to be just super, super high quality. I have not a single bad thing to say about that. I think we just moved on to the actual bolts part, the threads. Yep. All right, so now we're just doing the threads. Okay. We'll see. I'll stick around a little bit longer, maybe 10, 15 minutes. We'll see what it does. 50% off is a good deal, yeah, isn't it? Do you set reverse and odd in your slicer? I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. What do you mean? Show it on Wednesday? Oh yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Check out the DaVinci surgery robot. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Some of the Delta packing robots, crazy fast, fun to watch. People are mind blown over it. Yeah, I used to have a little version of it. Like, I think the other machines were way smaller than this when they print these things. This one's huge. Like, that's pretty big. Usually, it's it's like a little guy like that big. This is big. Like that's a 300 millimeter bed. You know what I mean? Like these are not small. Also, the camera's super hot. Jeez. And the quality. Quality is very high. Yeah, a lot to like here. A lot to like. I'm gonna have to really dig deep to say negatives. Like typically, I gotta like printers have gotten so much better. It's really tough to like just start, like find issues even. Sometimes, obviously, if it's like a first layer issue like the other two machines, that's easy. But if everything else just works, it's tough. I'm gonna try right now. So right now, if someone was to ask me, I would say the space. You gotta find a space for this. Although this is way easier to find space for than the other two machines, like a 400 by 400 machine, or even a 300 by 300 bed slinger, because it moves on the bottom. It's harder to find. It's even more awkward. This takes way less space on the table. Like, for example, this takes way less space than the Reborn 2. This takes less space than my Trident. In fact, it's not that much bigger than my V0. Obviously, it's significantly taller, but it's not that much bigger. Technically, I think the Micron, the shape of the Micron, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to like put them next to each other eventually. The Micron is probably only going to be a little bit off from this thing in terms of how much overhead desk space it takes over this machine. I got to take a picture of this thing next to my daughter because I think it might be bigger than my daughter. She's 8. Well, close enough. She's 7. Jeez Louise. Perfect printer for a telephone booth. Yeah. I did dice towers for my daughters, for my adult daughters. And it looked absolutely amazing. Yeah, I believe that. I don't know what trad rack is, but the version 2 of the carrot feeder seems really promising. What is the most challenging object you've ever printed? Like a single object? That's a good question. Probably stuff for the RC cars. There were some tricky things I remember I had a lot of problems with back in the day, but then again, machines were just worse back then. I would say the current most challenging thing is definitely this. Like this is borderline craziness, right? And just the sheer amount of pieces required is so much plastic. So this is definitely the craziest thing and most challenging thing. What's the most challenging object? Yeah, I think there were some body pieces on one of the trucks that was really challenging. I couldn't get it for a while, and eventually it printed on something. I don't know. That's a tough question. I did have some trouble printing the cowl to the Nomi 2, but I think it took 2 tries and then it was fine. So that's not really challenging. That's a good question. I don't know. The Big Benchy was just once. I'm trying to think if I had like a over and over and over fail, because I feel like I have. I bet it was PETG. I bet it was something in PETG that was just super challenging. TARDIS theme. Give it to her and just tell her she can have it if she can load the filament. Just stand on top and load it in there. Alright, y'all. We're at 60%. We're at 12:45. I think this is probably a good time to call it and cut it. Any final questions for the machine? I think everyone that's kind of left in here probably is already somewhat familiar with it. But what I'll do is I'll either show you guys Wednesday, on the Wednesday stream, how this thing came out, or I'll probably do a short, because shorts seem to be like an easy way to keep everybody updated with what's going on. I'll have one tomorrow for some of the other prints I was doing. But yeah, I want to do a stream on Wednesday, and then I will have another stream on the 19th because of a printer release. That's on the 20th. So Wednesday, I don't know, we can start something else, but I think what I need to do on Wednesday is an unboxing for the FormBot kit. Although maybe we can do the Sidewinder. Maybe I'll put up a poll. So it'll probably be between unboxing of the FormBot kit, seeing what's in there, mostly because I need to print certain things based on what's in the kit. Like I'm at the end of the prints. So it'll be FormBot kit unboxing. We can do the Sidewinder X2 because I got to get to that regardless of what happens. Those will probably be the options for Wednesday. Any of that sound good? NX Engineering version MMU. Haven't gotten my Carrot Feeder 2.0 running yet, but Trade Rack does it different. Fewer parts, easier to add lanes. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at it. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Most challenging bit for me was the Hellraiser puzzle cube. In the bottle panel details, the stick was a bit frustrating. I bet. Great stream, by the way. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see you in a few more. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it here. Get some rest finally, and then I'll see you all in a few days. Thank you everybody for being here, and yeah, see everybody. Have a good night.